This is a test. I'll be live in a few minutes. Good morning. I should say good afternoon. Sorry I missed you guys this morning. I was here early, but I wasn't online. I was actually had to go to the doctor. But I'm okay, and I'm back. I did a bunch of trades this morning. And let's see, how many trades did I do this morning? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, one all six trades. That's a nice way to start your day. 6 out of 6 on the SPY, 5 to 10 contracts per deal. And now I'm going to see if I can finish off my day with a little more because I'm greedy. All right, so we're on a 365, just where I left it, on a 364, I should say. Not where I left it. 364 on the put and a 365 on today's contract. So remember, we're not going to be in long, so don't worry about it. All right, and then we'll check the other contracts in a little bit to see if there's better contracts paying better money. All right, but right now I'm going to move that over too, and then I'll hide it, and then we'll take a look at it. Then we'll get me a drink and make sure I got something to eat. Okay, bingo, boom. I got the SPY. We're looking at the October 7th, which is today. Welcome to today. Wow, lunchtime. Let's see what we got here. Why is this showing? There it is. Okay, so Oxy. What's doing with Oxy's up 71.80. Ford. I don't have any Tesla in there, but I'll check that after. All right, back to the chart. How's everybody doing? All right, let me just do a little announcement that I am here. Some of the other rooms. Now let's see. Okay. Give me a second here. Why is my camera not working? Let's see, maybe it is. Let's see, that's deck. That's me. Oh, I'm there. Okay, good. Everything seems to be working. And all right, and I got that working. I moved that over. Got that there, and let's do FinViz so we can keep an eye. I know we're pretty red day today. Let me let the people in Deck's room know that I'm live. That's AK. Okay. Oh, I let, whose room did I put that in? His. Okay. How did everybody do today? Anybody get into any contracts this morning when that SPY was dropping like a bomb? I love when that happens, huh? I love it. So much easier to go for a put than it is for, I know I'm making noise here. Hold on, let me just get this out. This is leftover from yesterday, my biscotti. I haven't eaten. I got some pizza in there. I made a fresh pizza last night. Wow, SPY is still dropping. Just missed a good put. Wait till it pulls back up again. I'm going to wait till that SPY comes back up again, about 364.50, and then possibly go for another shot at that put. Let me plug my phone in and turn the ringer down. So, because somebody's going to try to bother me. I know it. Ringtone. Let's go for notation. All right, we're set. We're set. Okay. Let me take my Bluetooth off, and let me put my Wi-Fi on my phone. Scanning for network, connecting. Actually, my network is actually called Active Trader. Why not? I name everything Active Trader. I'm the Active Trader, and this is my world, and I want to welcome you to it. Let's get started. 364.35. We're looking at a 360. We're looking at a 364 put right now. Okay, and we're looking at a 365. Boy, it dropped so quick on me. 365 on a call, if that's what you want to do. 365, 364. How can we make some money right now? How can we make some money? And for some of you who have smaller accounts, how much money you got left? So right now we're talking about cheap, about $1 a share. 1,000 shares is $1. Now, if you're a little risky, you could go 10 contracts is 1,000. You could go for this if you have a bigger account, no problem. You could do 30,000 shares. You could do 20,000. You could 10. If you have a larger account and you don't have to worry about PDT, then, and that, not that there's PDT in cash, you can only use what you have. But here we go. There's what I told you, 364.55, 54. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded. And let me bring my, I'll do this. I'll probably miss out on the actual deal. Hold on. I want this. I got the hand there. So let's activate this. Edit the properties. 364. We have a low of 20. So that's going to put us down as our support at this point. About 3. Whoops. Oh, wait. Come on. Come on. 364.20. Bingo. Be sure I'm right on. I am right on. Got it. And then I'm going to activate this. I wasn't here. That's why it's not right. And we're going to say we're about 364.20. Let's put it at 365.20 right there. 15. Right there. 10. All right. Let's put this. Let's edit this. Let's make this 20 also for right now. Wrong computer. I caught that one. 20. Okay, so we have a dollar in there in the spread for the, we're going to say, it doesn't have to be exact. And you see it's coming back down. I called that 364.55, set to do a put on a 364 put. And there it is, coming back down. We're in the red. Let's put this one on the top. Can't see it. That's better. And let's put this on a 5, even a 3 minute. Let's see what we're looking at. And I'm sure it's down, and it is. And if you're looking at 5 minute, we're still going lower and lower. There you go. So here we go. I just got to put something in my mouth. So I called that. I said, wait till from when it was down to 364.12, 13. I said, wait till it goes back up to 364.50, 55. It went exactly there. If you did that put right now, you would have been up about, at one point, right now, you're up 25 cents. If it goes down a little further, and it will, we're going to see if we can get a new low. Now, if it gets a new low, you can go the other way and possibly go for a call up. But as I said, I still like the puts. I like it taking it down better. I think give it a better shot. If you go 10 cents the other way, get out 15 cents. Keep it at about 4%. 4%. Let's see, I think you can go about, at $1.16, you can go about 5%, maybe more. Because let's see, $1.16 times 10% would put you at about, 11 cents. So if you get in and you're at 500 shares, 11 cents, you lose about $60, $70 with the cost of the thing. But right now I hit it right on. I just walked in, turned on my computer, and boom, I changed out my support and my resistance, and I called a shot, wait till it goes up, hit it right on the nose. So hope somebody got in. I didn't, but I should have. Okay, but I'm going to take it real. I just want to make sure I'm sure. When I call them for you, and look, and yeah, look, we go. Right now, boom, get out. If you got in there at 355, take your profit. That's 50 cents right there. If you had 500 shares, you just made $250. Your thank you. Have a nice day. I did my job. Boing. It's that simple, folks. It's that simple. Okay? Boy, I can't believe I called that and I didn't get in. Oh, man, it was a perfect call. And you can see now we have our support has changed. And I knew it was going to happen. And we're falling even below. Oh, we can activate. So right now we have support at about, let's just put it down a little and say $3.95. It's really $4. It's really $3.64. Let's go to 360. I'm in the wrong computer. 364. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we have 364 support now. Right there. It hit 363. That was a great call. I mean, that was a perfect call. It was at 320, 318, whatever it was, somewhere in that area, 315. I said, wait till it gets up to 455, 364.55. It went right there and pulled right back to 363.99 with a new low of the day. You can't get any closer or more on than that. And that's what you guys are going to learn in the future how to do. That's what we're going to teach you. How to become an independent trader. Some of you already are. Some of you are very, very good traders. Some of you are better than I am. Okay? But learning how to put your, let me go to the top here. Learning how to put your resistance where it belongs. And right now we have this at, we're going to bring it down a little lower. Okay? We're going to edit this because we're nowhere near that. We're going to bring it down to 365. So we're going to leave it at $1, okay, in the spread. Here we back to 364 again. If this doesn't hold, we're going down. There it is, 89. I was just going to say that. Wow, this is still going. So every time this comes back up a little bit, you can hit it. There it goes. I get in. You know what's going to happen. I got maybe do 5 contracts. Boy, I called that other one. I don't know why I didn't jump in. That would have made my day. And it's lunchtime. Let's see. We got green right now. We're still headed up a little bit on the 1 minute. For the day, on the 5 minute, we're still going down. So right now, 20. Good afternoon, Jay. You missed it. I just got back. We were down at 364 and 15 we're on now, and I said let's wait till it goes up to 364.55. Perfect. It went to 364.55 and dropped right back to 63.99. A perfect 50-cent run. People could have made some big money, and I didn't jump in. I called it, but didn't jump in. Just got back to the doctor. Jim Mario, welcome. Let's get started, man. I want to make some money. I did 6 contracts this morning. I'm up about $235. And I had to run out. I was just keeping it small. And the contracts are not paying a lot right now. But they are paying. So, I mean, just a quick look. I really don't want to get off of this thing, but a quick look at the contracts. Okay, you can see that your delta on a call is about 40. Let me see something. I think I got some feedback in here. Okay. And here, you can see your delta here is minus 48, which means you can make anywhere on a dollar from 48 cents to $1.48. Okay, that's what it means. All right, let's go back in here. Let's keep an eye. And how many people think that this is going to rebound now? Or how many people think it's going to go down? Well, which way we go, up and down today? We went down today. We went up and down, but we just hit the low of the day. So we're going lower right now. And it doesn't hold. Right now, I'm on a 364 contract, which puts me right at the money, okay? If I go 365, I'm in the money. If I go 363, I'm way out of the money. But right now, 364. Now, you can go into the money, okay? That will pay you a little more on the delta faster. But if it goes the other way, which you need to hold tight, okay? And don't get nervous. If it goes the other way, just hold on, because I don't think we're going to jump up that much, all right? So you can go a little further. I would even hold a mental stop loss at this point so I don't get stomped out. But right now, we got a lot of resistance at 364.10, 12, 14, 15. We hit a few times. So if you look over here, let me go back to the 1 minute for a second. And let's go over here. And you can see, it's hard to see this. Let me push this up. And then I'm going to move this up a little. No, I'm not in the hand. Hold on. There it is. It put my hand in there for me. I like that. It does it automatically. I'm just trying to spread it out. The only thing I can't see is my upper, there it is. It's all the way on top, so I'm not going to worry about it. My upper VWAP plot is pretty far away. I want to get this centered. Okay, so you can see right about here where we hit 364.12, 364, we did hit, I think, around 20, here about 23. And that one time I told you, keep an eye, it hit right there, 363 when I first walked in. We were down here, and I said, watch it, wait till it goes up to about 364.55, and bam, and I didn't jump in. Okay, you just got in on a put, good. You probably got in at about 364.12, 14, and there you go. You're in the money. right now. Let's see what happens. We're looking for a new low. We're looking for a new low a day. I should have got in myself. But I am up for the day, folks. 6 contracts this morning. All of them were 5 and 10s. 10 contracts. I did, let's see. First one I did was 5. Second one was 5. Third one was 5. Fourth one was 5. Fifth one was 5. And the last one, wow, they were all 5s. I thought I did 10s. I guess not. They were all 5 contracts this morning. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm up $235, which is okay for a Friday. You know, you got to be careful. I'm not trying to kill it. There we go. Back up again. All right, get ready. If you're going to do a put, okay, and remember, you want to keep about a 10-cent stop limit loss, okay? So you can do it in your head, all right? And if you're doing market orders, you a little more. Wow, look at this. That's what we want right now. But remember, we are in the middle here. I'm on a 1 minute for a second, all right? And there, we're figuring about 364.28 will give us a 13. And right on the bottom of that, it's about close to about 364.23. And our 21 day is 39. I don't think we're going to go that high. So right now, we're at the 13. Here's our... All right, we're still trying to hold. I'm going to go back to about a 3 minute. And you can still see we've got a beautiful, if you look, and I put in a trend line. I told you, I don't like trend lines. But let's just go from a high point here. I mean, I can go higher. I can go high up here. It's going to give it more of a down. But let's just look in the last hour, let's say. And let's bring it to 230. What is it? 330, 90, 89, 88. It's close. We don't have to be exact. I'll never get it exact. I think 88 was as close as it's going to get. Oh, come on. Oh, it just went lower anyway. Let's see. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. I'm going to go for, come on, this map. Ooh, I had it. There we go. Oh, all right, so right there. There's your line down. And then you go from here, all right? Another box there. And bring it down to where we are. And you can see we're in a descending triangle, okay? Let me bring that over a little bit. And when this comes over, we want this to continue here or here. So right now, we're going to come into a squeeze. The question is, will we squeeze up or will we squeeze down? Now, the next thing you want to look at is news. 12:39. Here's news. People will have gotten, okay, Omicron boosters by the end of the week, blah, 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 vaccinations, deaths. Fewer deaths among Medicare beneficiaries. Well, that's good because I'm one of them. And U.S. trade, let's see, 1238, 1223. So there's nothing, swollen efforts to liberalize trade. Why am I hearing some background? If you hear feedback, that should take it away. If there was some feedback, it should be gone now. And right now you can see we're trying to hold 364. And that really is my, you can see that is 364 is my, it should say not price level, but it should say support. Oh, it does say support. Why did that come up price level? Okay, if I show you on the right, let's see. There you go. So there's our support. What was price level? It says price level, oh, name support, okay. And here, you can see this one here. We're going to call that resistance. And just to show you, I can show you on the right so you'll understand what those lines mean. So there's our support, there's our resistance. Now, our resistance has got to be lower at this point. And the reason I'm saying that is that we have not gotten over 64.53 in a while. So I'm going to take this, I'll activate that. I'm going to pull that back down to, let's say, watch, I'll pull it down, you know what's going to happen. It's going to take off. Edit, and let's make this 50. All right, and say okay. The only problem is it's hard to see inside the gap. And why do we want to see inside the gap? Let's see if I can get this to move me up. Nope, don't want it that way. I want the hand. All right, last time it did it automatically. All right, we'll do it this way, and let's push the hand up. There we go. Okay, so our lines are still pretty good. We're there. We haven't gotten a new low yet, all right? But I just wanted to show you, we are still in a descending triangle, all right? And if we took this for the whole day, if we went back into the 1 minute for a second, I would be drawing, oh, you can't do it that way. You have to go, sorry. You have to go more to a 5 minute. We could draw the whole thing from the beginning of the day, and that would give us a really steep downcline. But again, I don't want to do that, and I'm going to remove the drawing there. Let's go back. We're going to stay on the 5 minute. bring this a little further up. So right now we're in the middle. You see we're about right there. 364. No, actually we're not. We're on the lower part of the candle. So now we need to make a decision on whether or not we think the market's going to continue down, or is 364, which I have, you see the support, is 364 right now good support. You're in a call of 5 contracts, October 17th, 367. Okay, you're in a call. Yeah, okay, Jay Mario's in a call. So he believes this is going to go back up. Now, if you want to take a quick look, what he's talking about right now, he's on October 17th. Why would he pick the 17th? Why would he pick the 14th over the 17th? Here's my question, okay? Here's October 17th, and here's a call. You see here the price for the call for 367, he went lower, is about 545, 547, okay? If we look at next Friday, all right, which is the 14th, then we're looking at 367 is a little bit cheaper, but what's the delta? I can't see it. The Vega delta's on the end. 44, so it's 44, and the delta here on the 367 is same thing, but the price is higher. So why would he do that? Or is that a mistake? Why would you use maybe you can explain to us why you use the 17th over the 14th, which is next Friday. Do you have any reasoning for that? I'm curious to know myself. The price is the same. Actually, the price is more on the one that you picked. You're not going to hold it that long, I don't think. And the delta was the same. So, Jay Mario, what was your reasoning? Can you answer that? Why October 17th over October 14th, when 14th was less money and same delta? That's my question to Jay Mario. I don't know if he's listening. So let's do this. I'm going to write it to him, and take this out. And he's answering it now. I'm just curious why you did that, or was it like an error? Like you meant to do the other and it just happened. And here we go, folks. 363.80. We are not holding. Okay, we are not holding. Okay, we are not holding. We're on a 5-minute. And we're going to bring our support down now to 70. Should be about 70. Let's leave it at 70. So right now our support level has dropped, okay, and we're still on that same line going down. And that's another reason I don't understand. Say for October, I can hold it overnight. You can hold October 14th overnight. October 14th is next Friday, and it was less money for the actual premium. So even if you totally lost everything, you would lose less money, and the delta is the same. Now I can understand if the delta was that much greater for that one, I would pay the difference because you'll make more money while it goes up and down. So why can't you hold the 14th overnight? This is only the 7th. That was my question. Do you understand? And right now we are going down, down, down. This whole day has been down. So the question is, I'm going to see if I can make the chart a little larger, make that a little smaller, take my Pro, bring that down, and there we go. I got a little more chart. And right here, let's see, I'm good on the chart. I've got my, let's see if I can see the, it's not telling me, there it is, the number of shares. Okay, 383.80, 382, so we're in the right place. Good. We're still going lower. So every time it pops up, I don't understand why you did a call also over a put. Because right now, you're losing. You're down. Now, will it come back? Sure. Monday, this can pop right back up again. We could be up at 367, like he said. And he can hold it. And the only thing that'll happen will be a little bit of decrease in the theater. And I think at this point, it's not going to make that much of a difference. It's not going to go down that much more, actually, between now and Monday, in my scenario. I just didn't know why you picked the 17th over the 14th. Monday in general works better for me. Okay, gotcha. Oh, so 17th is a Monday. I gotcha. I got what you did. Okay. So if he decided to hold, and look what's happening, folks. We should have been in a put. This is going down. new support around 50. So if I activate this drawing, we are still dropping. We are still dropping right now. We are still dropping. And as we drop, we can lower this down to about, if I'm at 363.50, I can lower my because we want to see what part we're in. We're at 364.50. I'm going to leave it. We're at $1 right now. Okay? Though this is not totally correct and we are lower, we're probably at about 364.25. I'm going to lower it. We're getting a little tighter right now in our spread. Okay? For resistance and... now, our spread on the actual stock and our spread is very, very only a penny on the contracts. Now, I'm going to change this now to a 363 contract on the put. So it's 363. You can see right now is $1. So if I bought 30,000 shares, all right, how many contracts would that be? 30. 3,000. That's 1,000. I mean 3,000 shares. Okay, that would only cost me on 10 contracts is what? $1,000. For 10 contracts, $3,000 for 3,000 shares right now. And if it only goes 10 cents, you just made $300. Monday in general works well. I guess they didn't pay attention. Well, you're not watching the chart if you went with a call. That's what I didn't understand at this time. There was nothing that really called for a long call at this point. And you're usually sharper than that. Right now, I think I would get out. I don't think that it's going to go back. Unless you want to do a counter, like setting up another one with a put, so it'll counter out your losses, or just get out at this point. You can always do it again. But right now, I see we're going lower and lower. I called this morning when Deck asked. He asked everybody if I can find it. If it's still on there, I'm going to show you what I said. All right, and that's let's see, active trader. It probably is gone because it was so early this morning, and I didn't take a picture of it. But he would take my word because I don't lie. But, all right, I said this morning, it's not going to come up. I'm in Deck's room. He doesn't have much people in there right now. Okay. I said that, he asked, he goes, what do you think the end of the day would be? And I put 362. I was the first one to put something on the board. I mean, 362, correct. And everybody started popping in, 362, 23 cents. I don't really care about winning whatever he's giving because he takes care of me in different ways. But here we go again. 363.50 is what I put. We dropped again. So every time we come back up a little bit, all right? And we did say we could move this line. Well, I'm going to take it out of here. Let's remove this. And let's say from a low here of the day. Oh, I want to do it that way. Let's go to... All right, here's the low of the day up here, which is there. And here's the lower day now at 363.50. Okay, there you go, bingo. Exactly right on. And right now you can see our line, we are still in a downward position. And if you do this, you go from a high point to a low point here. Now really I could get the whole day if I could see it. Oh shoot. I keep forgetting, I gotta change the hand. There we go. I'm trying to get the beginning of the day. And I can't get it all in there. I probably have to go to about 10 minutes. But right there. So I have to change this to watch this. Let's go from the beginning of our day. Boom. And then take it to right there for now. Okay. And now let's put it back where we're at. Oh shoot, I screwed up the whole chart. Give me a second, sorry. That's all. Oh, come on. Let's go back to a minute. Let me see what I got here. Where am I? Where's my chart? Okay, here's my chart. Let's do this. Let's go in here for a second. See if I can get it back this way. Price axis, manual. Come on. Open. What the heck's... Oh, auto. Apply. There we go. When in doubt, just apply. Okay, and we're going to make it a little bigger. Sorry, I messed up the whole chart, but I was trying to get that what do you call it in there? Okay, perfect. So now you can see. Let's get it back the other way. I gotta get a new mouse and a new monitor. There's my 360. Wow, and it's still dropping. See, I called it. And look at this. We're at 363.78. Right now would probably be a good place to do a. Let's go in 3 minutes. Now would be a good time to do a put about 364. Let's see if we can get up that high. 363 is the put I would have right now, and it just went up. And every time it does that, and that's a nice green right there. That was a bigger. Okay, let's see. Push this up. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, you can see my lines. Actually, it's changed a little because now it would be coming down this way. All right, but you can see what's happening. We're squeezing down. We are in a descending triangle. Can you see it? Monday, you're losing. Then just do the opposite, Mario. Whatever you do, and do the opposite. That's what I do. And that's when it changes again. Right now, I would have done, like I said, at 70, I would have done a put. You're still good. Because this is going to drop back down again. We're still headed down. No matter what you say, we are headed down. Take this out. That's for the whole day. But then, if we want to just see right in the last 20, 30 minutes, we can take this and go from here, all right? The top one is the day, and now this is the moment. It's actually a little lower. But you can see what's happening. It's starting to be more descending in the triangle, all right, in the moment. Remove that. I just hate too many lines on here. 363.44. I still think right around now could be a good put, unless the market's going to rebound at this time. But the question is why? I don't see any news to support that. So, okay. I'm working my other chart. And my upper, see, what's disappeared is my upper VWAP plot. Because we are so far away from there. How much margin does TOS give, thinking of moving one of my accounts? Margin? You don't need margin, TiVo. If you're doing options, okay, if you have 25,000 or more, you get a 4-to-1 margin on stocks. But you don't need that. If you're going to have more than 25,000, take a margin account and just do options. Options gives you 100-to-1 leverage. So right now, 1,000 shares of the SPY would cost you $363,000. But 1,000 shares right now would cost me $950. Big difference, huh? So imagine 3 times that. 3,000 shares right now will cost me $3,000, a little less, and I can control $1 million of the SPY. Puts me in a big boys league in a little pocket, and you don't have to lose more. The most you can lose on that would be 3,000, and you're not going to lose the whole thing. That's the premium. That's what you can lose is the premium. But when you do stocks, it's unlimited what you can lose. First of all, on a short, if you go short, you can lose unlimited if it goes the other way. If you do the other way and you go long and it goes short, it goes the other way, the only thing you can lose is your account. Here, you can only lose the premium on the option. So it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't everybody be doing options? Even if you have a small account with less than $5,000. Why isn't everybody? We are scalping. All we're doing is keeping it simple. Keep it stock simple. Okay? That's what we're doing. We're doing long puts, long calls for now. If you want to expand on that when you become a year or 6, 8 to 10 a year doing options and you know what you're doing, then you can go to vertical spreads. Then you can go to contours. Then you can do naked options. Then you can do everything you want to do. But for right now, you can make just as much money. Now, DEC this morning made a lot more money doing the SPX. Now, why? Because the SPX is it's going to cost you about, $20, $25 instead of $1 or $2 if we looked at the SPX right now. But I don't want to go off the chart. Right now, we're hitting a new, about 363. I think I have this on 364.24. I'm going to bring it back down because we really haven't hit that anymore. So I'm going to bring it down to about 364. What we want to look at now is where we are. And let me get rid of these lines because it gets crazy. We know we're in downward. I can put them back later. I just don't like trend lines on the SPY, okay? We can all see that we're moving down, all right? Right now, if our support right here is at 363, how did I get 55? I did do 55 because the low is 44. It really should be, let's leave it at 363.50, okay? Like those round numbers, 25, 50, 75. Perfect. Okay, look where we're at. That's really where your support is. Okay, it's resistance the other way. And then here I put my at 364. This is hot. We're going up. Finally, it's starting to go up. Okay, it did turn around on the 3 minute. If you look on the 5 minute, okay, where are we? There's your reversal right there. We hit a low, so now we know 363.50. There's our bottom for now. All right. Lightspeed. I don't never use Cobra. Couldn't tell you. I've had Lightspeed. It is a great broker. It's a premium broker. The best thing about Lightspeed is, and I don't know much about the charts anymore. It's been a long time. Had a Lightspeed account. I still do, but I don't use it. Is that it's lightning. I mean, when you go in to fill an order, it fills your order, okay? But you pay the premium for it. I don't know what they charge for their options. You can check that online. Like I said, it's been a long time. Lightspeed options cost. Let's see. I did that backwards. No, I didn't. Cost. Let's see. What do they charge? Pricing Lightspeed. Wow, cheap. 20 cents over 100,000 contracts. 25 cents over 50,000 contracts. 35. They're about 45 cents for basic. Anything under 10,000 contracts. Okay. I have done. Let me see. 1,000 content. 10, 20. I think I'm under 10,000, so it's about 45 cents is what I'm going to say if you're under 10,000 contracts. If you're new, it's 45 cents. All right, that's their max of what they charge. So that's good. It's better than TOS charges 50, so I'm 5 cents away. And I like TOS because I like the charts. I like TOS because I like the scanners. I hate TOS because of the level 2. That's another thing. On Lightspeed has very good level 2. Like Trade Zero, like E-Trade, very good if you have the premium for E-Trade. What do you call it? Professional. Okay, so here we are. We've hit a new high here, coming back up. Not a new high, but we're right on the resistance that I put, which is probably a little lower, but I put it there because we hit 80 before. So right now it might be a good spot. We're gonna have to wait and see. I think there's gonna be a slight turnaround around 363.80. Let's see if we can get over that. If we do, then we're looking at 364. But I would still keep my 363 put, and I'd still have right now a 364 for a call. And the reason 364, you could have 365, is it puts you at the money. You're very close to at the money. You're a little bit out of the money, but more at the money. If you go to 365 on the call, you'll be out of the money. It'll be cheaper, but the delta, let's take a look at that real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so if we look at a 365 call, here it is. You see the difference is about 50 cents. The spread is only about 2 pennies on both, but the delta is very, very close. So I would probably even go to a 366. I got 45 delta for the price. Depending on the size of your account, you can go further out. The further out you go, the lower your delta goes. Okay, so if you watch that video that I gave you all, and here we are, we're reaching 85. Let's see now. Resistance is going to be 364, but I don't know if we can get past the 363.85 right now. I'm going to post that for those who don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, active 149 views. Let's see. Trading. Here it is. This was the Delta Explained. It's a very good video, worth watching. Okay. And I like this guy. He's got other videos, Delta, for people who are new in doing options. You might want to watch this and some of his other videos. Really good. So there we go. 363.85 was more our point of. I'm still going to leave it at the dollar, but the 363, right where that top is, right there, 95. That's our resistance point. I think we tipped it for a second, but more right there, about 85. All right. And what do I got here? 363.50. I'm going to leave it there. So I have a $1 spread there. And let's see if I can widen it out a little. Let's see. The reason I do this is so we can see how far we are. Are we in the middle? So we can just look at the price now when it says 67. See, and when we hit that 80, that's where you should have done the put. That was the perfect place. Can you still do it? I think you can. Okay, green, orange usually produces green, orange, green, orange, green goes up, and this is not necessarily always true. But green orange goes the opposite way usually. So right now, and we're holding. We're holding it around 363.60 to 65, but we're getting lower lows. So if you see what's been going on since, let's say, 11 o'clock, okay, it goes up, it comes down. When it comes down each time, it's a lower low. It came up, but it came back down hard, lower low. It came up a little bit, lower low. Came up, lower low. Lower, lower, came up, lower low. So we're continuously hitting lower lows. All right, and our low now, remember I told you it's going to still come down? 363.44. I think I was about to say we're going to see a new low of day, and there it is. It's exactly what I was trying to explain to you. And there it is, okay? Let me just do one thing real quick. Go for trade today. Let's see. Let's go to desktop. And hold on one second. Where the heck is it? Oh, top. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's come back. Okay, so as you can see, there's a new low of the day, and that's going to bring our support level. And that's why all along I've been telling you we're going lower and lower. I called 362 today. That was the low of my day. That's what I call for deck. So right now I'm going to say that we're even around 363.15. Let's just round it off and say 363 is going to be the new low. Probably be there by the time I open this up and see it or not. But I'm going to put it down here. It's really a little higher. It's around 20. But let's see, 19, 20. Let's see if we're going to break through that. I think we are. I'm just going to leave it because I think we're going to get lower and lower. And it's Friday, okay? And let's see. We got 363.75. Let's see, what do we got here? 81. Let's leave it at 80. 363. That's about where we hit 85 earlier. So let's put 85 resistance and leave that right about there. And then we have this, which is 363. It's really a little bit higher. I'm going to put it back up to where it went. And let's say that it's at 363.20. That only leaves us about a 60-cent leeway in the middle to see where we're at. And here you're coming back up again. Let's see how far. When it gets as close to where we're going, you might want to consider doing a put. It would still be a 363 put. And we're at a 365 call if you took it from the bottom. Now, every time we hit a new low is a good time to do a call, all right? And you can take it up. Don't get greedy. 25, 30. In this case, we went up about 25 cents, and it's coming back. So we'll just wait. I think we'll hit 50. We could hit 50. And this is how you can make money. This is scalping. In, out. You're not going to hold. If you look at this morning, I'm just going to read something. I got in at 30.56. I got out 11. Let's see. That's 14, 24, 25 seconds on the first one. I was in the second one for 19 seconds. The third one, I was actually in, almost a minute and 50 seconds. That's a long one for me. And then the next one, 9:46, 14, 28, 14 seconds. Next one, 6 seconds. The next one, I got it 28 seconds, and I won 6 out of 6 this morning. See, because I was by myself. I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, and I can always, when I'm concentrating on my own, and I don't have to worry about anybody else or what I'm doing, I always do much better, you know? And it's easier to do that. And if you don't think so, try to do this. Try to be a moderator and try to do a live stream and see if it's worth it for you. I'll even help you set it up. You know, that's just the way it is. Okay. So far, so good. It's coming back. We got 363.19. We haven't been able to hit that 50 mark, right? I wasn't looking for a second. Where did we go? Oh, we did. 60. And that's where you should have done your put, right there. When that hit that top of that what do you call that, doji, that shadow, that was a sign that we were going to come down. All right. And sometimes you can put a limit order in to do, let's say, a put, and you can put it in higher. So you can go in here and you can go up to 60. Let's say if you want to say, okay, I want to see if it gets to 65 or 60, I can put a put right here and I can buy whatever. Right there, it showed up. Where is it? There you go. I'm set for 10 contracts right now. So I can buy 10 contracts. It's not going to work right now until I hit it. But like there, when it hit for that second, I would have got filled if it hit the 60. And I'd be in and I would have got the put. So you don't have to wait and then try to get in. You can put a limit order a little higher, okay, and it will not fill it until, well, it shouldn't fill it. Well, if you're putting in a limit order to buy at a particular price, it shouldn't fill it. Am I wrong? Yeah. You're putting in a put at that price. I'm just wondering who would buy you in at the lowest price. Because the put's going down. Yeah, you'd have to wait till it hit that point, I believe. If you put in a buy order for that. Now, if you want to get instantly filled on a put, okay, you can go lower than the actual put. So right now we're at 63.28. We want to make sure we definitely get in. I can put it in at 363.20, and it'll fill me at the lowest available part. It won't that's available. So if I put in 20 right now, it would fill me probably at 25 or 26 or 21. You see, and it's moving very quickly, so you don't know. It's almost, is buying options the same day expiration just a game of hot potato? Oh yeah, I wouldn't buy today's. I would definitely not be buying today's, but what am I doing? I am buying today's 363. I am on today's contracts, I believe. Let's see if I can see where I'm at. Yeah, I'm on today's contract, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be in there more than I just showed you. I did 6 contracts already today, and I was out quick, all right? But if I felt that the market might rebound and come up and I want to hold them, I don't want to hold them. I just want to make quick money. So if I get in, I got in before. If I just got in at 360, like I told you, get in at 363.55, you would now be up 40 cents times 10 contracts. You'd be up $400. So, yeah, you can buy today's. You're not holding it to 4 o'clock. All right? Just remember that. Oh, shoot. Stop. Okay. Give me my arm. Just want to raise this up a little. Okay? You are not buying. You're not holding today's. All right? But if you want, you can go right now. Okay, I hate to see it. I'm going to do this and it's going to drop like a bomb. You can go in here and you can look at, let's say, Monday's contract, which would be when? The 10th? 8, 9, 10. You can go to Monday's contract and you want to do a put, and we're looking at a 363. Your delta is still good, 49.50. You can go in the money. It'll cost you around $3. Okay? So for $3 or $2.90, you're about three and change. 1,000 shares will cost you $3,000, a little more, a little less, whatever. Okay? But if I go into, where is it? Today's contract, what is today? Today is the 7th. Right here, hold on, that's 9th. Where am I? That's the 14th is next week. You can't even buy, oh, there it is, 7th contract. So if I want to do a put at 363, it costs me $1. And my delta is about the same thing. So why buy next week's contract? Unless I think I'm going to hold it, and I'm not going to. Does that answer your question? I got to look at the delta and see what, and then I got to look also at the spread. And my spread right now is 2 pennies. It was about the same thing on that one. And that's the reason. I'm not keeping it. I did 6 contracts today, and the longest contract I held was 1 minute and 50 seconds. That's it. I'm in, I'm out. This is a scalp. I'm eagle scalping, okay? I'm eagle scalping. Remember that. Eagle scalping. Same thing you do with stocks. How long do you hold your stocks when you do a scalp? All right? We're not doing long-term investing here. Does that make sense, everybody? Does anybody know who this is? Let's see if anybody knows. Let's see, who is this trader? Pray for him. Pray for this guy. Great guy. Anybody know who this trader is? Who is this trader? This man is probably one of the most successful traders that's been in TradeCaster. He was one of the top, I would say he's in the top 10 out of thousands that have come through here. Definitely top trader. A real nerd. An old gamer. And what a great trader and what a great guy. Where are you? He could be in here right now. I wouldn't even know it. I think he lost his house. He lives in Sanibel. He is... Oh! He's in the other room right now. He is actually here. I got to take his picture down. He's actually here. That's actually Pav Josh. Pav Joshua is hanging out right now in Deck's room. Exactly, TiVo. So if you're only going to hold a few minutes, then what's the sense? Why not take today's contract? Okay? It doesn't matter. You know, the theater is already down. That's why the price is at $1. Okay? But the question is, where's the delta at? That's going to tell us how much we're going to get paid. All right? The others tell us how much the contract depreciates as time goes on. But right now, I mean, that's what I've been using all day. Look how this went back up. We're at 363.50. And truthfully, let's see, my price was 363.85, but that was the before, so I'm going to leave it there. Let's see if we can get up to that point again. That was our resistance before. Now, if this thing was to shoot and they were to try to bring this back up, they would shoot for this right here at 364, which is your 13-day. I like the cloud now. You can see it well. This here is your 21-day. Right here is your 9-day. Anybody who is interested, I give this out for free. There's the Think script for the 9 and 21. The beauty of this is maybe you say, well, I only do 8 and 20. You can change it. That cloud can be changed to 8 and 20. It can be 5 and 18. Whatever you desire, you can change it. Really simple. All right? So I give it out all the time. Anybody who wants it, it's free. I also have this where you see on top here, it tells you, and it's really good for stocks. I'm not really worried about it as much, but it shows you your 50-day MA, 200, and your 13 EMA. This is an exponential. This is a simple moving, okay? Because that's what we look at. This here's a 13. Okay, truthfully, I don't even need this in here, but I like to look at it because this is my basis for where the stock usually travels. It's either above the 13 or below, okay? And the cloud, which doesn't take up a lot of energy, you know, at what time, let's see, 112 US minute, what time same day ops happen to start to become worthless? Is it like 3 p.m. that it becoming a danger? Probably. I don't trade options most of the time after 3, but there are times when it's really dropping, I might jump in and out. But you know, at that time, when I'm talking about trading after, let's say, 3 o'clock, I would probably go to Monday's contract. All right? So I would go to October 10th right there. All right? And you can see here on October 10th, if I'm looking right now at a 363, my delta is still good at 46. If I look here at 366, my delta, actually, to believe it or not, that's minus 46. This might be a better contract on Monday. It's a little bit more money. It's a better contract. Okay? And your depreciation, minus 87, minus 51 on the theater. You can see how much more today's is depreciating. All right? So, yeah, Monday's contract would probably be better. Let's stay with Monday's contract. Let's stay away from this. I'm still in the, I'll leave the 14th around. The 14th is the following Friday, which is fine too. If you look at a 363 here, it's about 583 your money, but your theater, it's very low. All right. I still think that the Monday's or today's contract is still good. Okay. And that's where I'm at. Here we go. We just hit right to resistance. Just where I put it. So actually I did it right. I put it at 363.85 because that's where we hit once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, almost 5 times. Now they're going to see if they can push that over. If it gets pushed over, that's going to push our resistance to $4. And I'll show you what that'll look like. If we go around here and we go to 364, right there, let's say, boom, 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 let's go, come on. I hate this. I want to do that, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that, edit it. I'm going to turn this into a red bar. Okay, I like that right there. Say okay. And I want to change that to 362, 364. And I'm going to change my line because it's not really, that's the next step up. If we pass through here, it will be to there, 364. So you have a kind of have a look. And right now, we are at the resistance. It's going to try to push through, and we could push up as high as 364, 5, 8, If we get past 10, then our next step is 364.25. But right now, if you have a 364 call and you're in it, you're at the money, okay? If you have a 365, then you're out of the money. Does that make sense? Anybody else have any questions? What was I going to put up here? I was going to put something up on the chart and I forgot what I was going to do. Wow. Oh, yeah, now I know. Okay. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Okay. Let's see. It's a little different. There you go. Questions, comments, concerns. In essence, any questions. Now is a good time. Ask. Ask away. There's no stupid questions. And there we go. There's the push right to my second line. Do you see that? While I wasn't watching. 364. And that now becomes my new resistance. Let me edit this. And I'm going to change this to resistance. Resistance. I can spell it right. Let's call it I spelled it all wrong. Resistance. Resistance. That looks better. Resistance, we'll call it 2. Okay, and that's going to change. And we're going back over. So right now, the next step for that is going to be 25 cents. If we can get over. So right now, we haven't really hit it. Okay. But if we did get to that point, that would be the next step up is 364.25. So at this point, you could be in the money with a 364 call. I would change it to 365. Okay, to the next one. It'll be less money. Right now, it doesn't matter. I could be in the money. It's only $1.16. I'd leave it. I'd leave it alone. We're still trying to push at this point. And I see on the 1 minute, I see a lot of resistance at about 10. So truthfully, let me do it on this one. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. So forget it. It's starting to push. My next resistance, like I said, is 364.25. My surgery is not until the 3rd of November. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to cancel my surgery. I've decided that I'm going to move it till February. Right now, I just don't want to do this at the end of the year because I'm really going to be hurting. I just can't do it right now. I can't. I'm going to continue going to... today, I got to leave at 1:50. Oh, my God. That's right. I got to go. I'm going to miss my... I have physical therapy today at 1:50. So, truthfully, I got to leave. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Unless I cancel it and I don't go. I really don't want to go. I've never missed one. It's my last one. It's my last physical therapy. I don't know that I'm going to jump in. If I go to physical therapy, I won't be back till about 3 o'clock. I'd be here for the power hour. I'll just leave everything running. If you all promise to be good and not put any nasty messages, because I don't have anybody in here who's a moderator to watch over you people. Traitors. 24 people now watching in YouTube. I just want to give a shout out to them. I don't want you to think that we're not watching you. You're not alone. I'm glad that nobody's put anything. I see the chat still in there. I got to hide the chat. Sorry about that. I don't want the chat open. All right? Because I am not there to keep an eye. I got to sign in. If you're in there right now and you're liking this video, just give it a thumbs up on the bottom. I appreciate it. And if you get a chance, join up with Tradecaster. If you just want to check it out and you've never been a Tradecaster before, then just do a trial for a week. Come in on a Monday. Just do it, let's say, on Sunday night, and then next Sunday, if you don't like it, you can cancel it, and you don't have to pay. You know, you have to put up a PayPal account or some sort of banking account. So that if you cancel it, then it will not charge your account as long as the expiration of the 7 days. So do it on a Sunday, cancel on a Saturday. If you want to do it again, just keep on looking. Just start another email account or use another email. Use your wife's. All right? That's it. Thank you for the support for those in YouTube, and thank you for those that are here right now. I really don't want to go. I don't want to leave. But you can see right now, and then if I leave, my chart's not going to be right. Then the only thing I can do is take away these support levels, okay? Like this one here. I'm going to remove it right now. And this one here is my upper support. What I do is just edit it and change the lines. Now it becomes my support, okay? And we got this here at 364.25. You understand what I'm doing? And then here, this one here, that'll change this. We are moving up. So we want to move this support up $1. I always like, oh, I made a mistake. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it again. I'll do that. And let's see, just changing. See how quick? I hit the wrong button. It happens. Okay, and then we'll change this and make it, come on. Make this support, SUPPORT, and change this to 364.25. Just like, so it'll be $1's difference at this point. And there we go. And there's your support now. So here's your support, here's your resistance. And now you want to see, where are we now? We're at resistance. We're having a tough time getting there. So if we're at 314, right now, would this be a good put? I would say it would. As long as we're consolidating. If I check this down in 1 minute for a second, all right? Just for a second. You'll see that we're in a consolidation. We're trying once, twice, it's not getting it, it doesn't have the volume. So right now there's about 4 times. If what's going to happen, if that doesn't, it's going to pull below the 13 again. We could come down to about 363.65, somewhere in that area, and it is pulling back. All right, and if we look on the 10-minute for the day, there's your pullback. So like I said, we are about to pull back at possibility. Let's see, if it doesn't hold a 90, it's going to pull back. It's not. So I was right. We're looking at around 360, 365. Let's see if I'm correct. Which would move this up a little bit, but I'm going to hold it. I think over the day, I think we're going to come down. Okay, again, I have a 150 appointment for we'll take a vote. How many think I should go for my last visit for physical therapy? How many think I should just blow it off? I can, very easily. Who cares what they do to me? What are they going to do, charge me? I don't care. There's a possibility I could get one more trade in and make more money. Why are we here? Not because I'm good looking. We're here because you want to make money. Right? 54 viewers in here. Thank you all for your support. You know what? I'm getting better at it. I am. I'm getting better at my trading. Surfer Jeff, come on down. I know Jeff. Let's see. Dex now. Everybody's writing Deck and Dex from. Oh, he is around. Yes, I have 3. He had 3 this morning. Deck made 350 on his first trade, then lost it. Walked away with 147. Not much, but better than nothing. I beat Deck. What's up? Well, I did 6 trades this morning. I'm up $235. I won 6 out of 6 trades. Small ones, but I made. I think the first one I made about 125. Then 125. Then I won another one. I was only up 135. And then what happened? I think I got up to 160. And then I got up to like 190. And then I got to 235. Yeah, and I think I have about $30. So I really won about 200. When you think the cost of the contracts, let's see, what did I say? It's 6. Let me just see how many it was. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so 6 times 5 is $30. I'm up 205. Amazon puts there. I think that's a good one. You know what? I don't trade Amazon anymore. Only because I don't feel like it moves enough for me sometimes. Forget Twitter. Twitter's down. That was a good put when it got to $52. Guys should have definitely, and Deck was right on that one. But Amazon, let's see, what are we talking about? You didn't put the thing in there. What's that? AA. What's the signal for Amazon again? AMZN. I think it's AMZN. Okay. Let's see. Am I right? Yeah, Amazon. Oh, wow. You could have done good on Amazon today because it's down about almost $6. That's a nice move. So if you got in Amazon this morning, the open was 118. Probably, 118. We have 118. If you would have made about $4 today. Nice job. So I got 112.65 for support. Let's see. Well, I'd have to look. If you people don't mind, I will. Let me see something real quick. I will go here for a second, and let's see, I don't even have Amazon in here, so I have to put it in AMZN. Here's your Amazon, and of course it wouldn't show up, right? We know that. There's not a lot of traffic in it, I can tell you that. Manual, oh, that's what I want. Oh, shoot. Auto, we want auto. Apply, that'll put it in. Okay, and right now we've got, let's see, low 114. So I would say that 114 is our support, and right about there, 114. I would go as high as 114.70 for resistance. So 114 and 114.70 is where I would do it. I'm not saying it's 100% correct, but right now we can't even push through. 114.60 would be your 13 day. So 114.10 is support and 114.60 is support. What did you say? I got 112. Why? How do you get 112 for support? We're not even anywhere near there. I don't know how you get that or what you're comparing this to. All right, because we were up. I don't know how far back you went to get to 112. I'm talking in the now right now, and I see 114 is your support at the moment. But I'm going to go back to SPY because that's what most people are here and watching. I gotta go. I gotta leave. I can't believe this. I don't want to go. What's it? What is this? Come on, baby. I don't have time for TikTok. I don't have time. I don't have to. Don't send me this crap. I don't have. Oh, shoot. Come on. All right. I got to make a decision. 30, 40, 50. I have 20 minutes to get there. 9:30 low. I got you. Okay. 9:30. No worries. Good weekend. I'm coming back right after, man. I'll be back for Power Hour. If I leave. I really don't feel like doing it. I don't want to go. I can lie. I can tell them I got a flat tire. I came downstairs. I can't even change the tire. It's 2 hours for AAA to get there. Hey, you like that? I don't want to say that because if I do, you know what's going to happen? I'll get a freaking flat tire. Bad karma. Bad karma. It's my last session too. I have never missed a doctor's appointment in my life or a PT appointment. 1:30. 2 minutes. Okay. I think I'm going to have to do it. I should have canceled yesterday. I was going to. You can't make it stay. VW. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top. That's 5 tops. We're in a VW right now. Okay. If you look here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 tops. So that's like double V's. So we're not in the VW yet. What does the 4 top look like? It looks like this. What the hell? What the heck? Where the heck? There it is. 1, 2, 3. So it's that and a W. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, VW is 4 top. That's what it is. That is a 4. That's a VW right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it doesn't, and it's at resistance, if that doesn't work, it's going to come down. Let's say, let's do that. Let's push it up. Yeah, we're almost at the end of the day. That's on a 5-minute. There's your 1, 2. It's actually a 3 top. So, yeah, just on the W. Take that away. Okay. You know what? I'm such a responsible person. It stinks. I just want to be irresponsible once in my life, you know? I do. But I may not get that opportunity. And you know what's going to happen. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the one they sent me? You have an upcoming appointment. Spine, Florida Spine, not that one. Gloria, top establishment. Shoot, it's not in here. Okay. Holy Cross, billing, imaging, medical, rehab. Rehab? That's gotta be it. Give me 1 second. There's the fail. There it is. There it is, coming back down. Like I said, it would have been a good put around 370, 360, 370. Let's see what happens. All right, I canceled. I left a message. I took the coward's way. They wouldn't answer the phone. It's their problem. It didn't answer. I'm not going to go. I don't want to go. I didn't want to go. I should have canceled yesterday. It is what it is. You don't like it, don't invite me back. I'm going to go to the gym instead tonight. I'll go to Planet Fitness. It's free. They charge me $35 every visit. It costs me like $70 a week. I got to do extra trades just to make it up. I hate when that happens. Down, down, down we go. Detmar, there he is. Awesome work today. Yep. Had a good morning. 6 trades, won 6 out of 6. And I found something in my Easter basket this morning. But here we are. And like I said, at 363, it went up. Where did we go to? We went to right there at 364. Okay, right there. I have it at 364.25. We were just shy. And I told you right there when it came back down. And it broke down below, back into the 363 area. That was the perfect put. So I hope somebody jumped on that. Mario, did you jump on that? I know he likes to get in these things. Smart man. Okay. And again, can you still take today's contracts? You can. You're not swing trading these contracts, then there's not a problem. You just have to go when you look at the contract. Right now it would be 363 on a put. If you're going to do that, 363, just take a look at your delta. This means you can make anywhere from 45 cents to $1.45 on the actual, if it went up $1. All right, that's what this means. And the higher up to go into the money, the more you can make on each one. All right. And if you go into Monday's contracts right now in the 363, you'll see it's about the same thing, but you're spending this amount of money instead of this amount. So if you have a small account, you may want to stay in today's. You're not going to be in. It's a quick one. You want to wait till it jumps up. Right now, do I want to buy it? Nah, maybe. Run to see what's going to happen at this point. It might be too late, but if we jump ahead, we got to see if we're going to push through, okay? And how much traffic we have going through. Right now, we got about 50-60,000 per candlestick. Let me go back and take a look in the other computer. It's on a 1 minute. We have 80,000 the one before, 118,000, and this one here we're at 3,000. All right, the red one that went down, okay, that orange one you're looking at, was 135, and there was actually 2 orange. It was about 230, which tells me that there's somebody in here probably manipulating with about 200,000 shares, and that's about how far he can take you up and down. And he did. So we've got to figure we went from about 364.10 down to 363.52. So you got about 60 cents on 200,000 shares. That's the manipulated part. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no way to change it. There's stock market manipulation on all stocks, okay? And right now, you know, there's a lot of wealthy people out there that this is just fun money. For them to spend $10 million, $20 million and bam, is nothing. And they're doing options also. So, but I'm looking at the stocks. There's a lot of stocks being traded. Just multiply that by 363 for each candlestick, and you can get an idea of how much money is going into the stock. But there's the pullback. It did not hold, but now we're in the middle. You see? If that's our resistance at 364.25, all right, because you had right here 1, 2, 3 times it did not hit. Okay, and then before we had supported 363.25. That puts us somewhere in the middle. So if you take go back to do a call thinking it's going to go back up, all I'm going to tell you is keep about a 4%, maybe a 5%. If you're doing a daily contract right now at $1, you can go a little bit more because 10 cents on 500 shares would be $50. All right, so if you're doing 5 contracts, all right, you're talking about 500 shares times 10 cents is about $50 on 10 cents. So you won't lose much. If it's a lot more expensive, 10% can be a lot more, believe it or not. So you could lose more money. So right now you want to keep your losses under $100. So if you're going to take a gamble on which way it's going to go when you're in the middle, I say wait. I don't like to gamble in the middle. And I'll always remember Pav Josh, and I put his face up before. He always said, don't trade in the middle. Be as close to resistance or be as close to support if you're going to take a shot, okay? And I took off. I'm not going to the, what do you call it? I don't care. Whatever the penalty is, they'll penalize me. It is what it is. I don't want to go. I can do one trade to make up the difference of what they're going to hit me for, and I can go later to Planet Fitness to work out for free. I could put on a pair of those polyester stretch, and just It's 1 mile from my house, a lot closer than the rehab center, which is about 5 miles. Gosh, I hope that next year he does it again in South Florida. Does that? That was a lot of fun. If you guys missed it last year, we had our seminar in May 19th. You know what? Don't miss the next one. They were too far and few between. The first year I came, January 2nd of 2019, they had it in around May. It was in New York City, and I didn't go. There is a video if you want to watch it. There's a short video of that one. I don't know if they videoed the seminar for Tradecaster. I think they did. Let's see. Tradecaster video seminar, May 2022. Let's see. Tradecaster. Wow. Platform. That's the platform. Let's see. Video. I'm looking for the video. Tradecaster seminar tickets. TradeCon New York City seminar. New 2000 winning bank trade strategy. I don't see it. That's not it, is it? Trade seminar tickets countdown. I'll post a link, but I don't see the new platform. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna. Let's see. The first channel. I don't see it. I guess they didn't put up a video. I'm going to talk to them about that. I know that somebody was doing video, so we're going to have to check that out. Live. Okay, that's not it. The live Q&A, music playing, so I'll test your audio. I'm just looking to see what this is. That's on Deckmore itself. Guy is such a marketer. He's really good. Very good marketer. Okay, so right now we're still in the middle. All right, there was a pullback. I have the resistance right now above the low at 363.25 right there. You can see it in the little pop-up chart. And I've got the resistance here. And if you want, so a lot of people look at this, they're just coming in. I'm going to put this in here for right now so you'll know that that's the resistance. You see it pops up right there. And you'll know that this one here, okay, and that is your support. All right. And I'm not looking over monthly, weekly. I'm looking right now, okay, in where we're at the moment. Whether or not we're in the middle, whether we're close to support. And if you get close to support, you have to make a decision and say, do I think because it came back to support and it didn't break, is it going to go forward and is it a good call? Or this is Friday, it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, will it break through support and make a new low? Now, if it makes a new low, all right, then that would be a good time to do a call really quick. The minute that thing pops up, do a call, and then you're not going to be in it more than about, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds because it'll go up about 20 cents, possibly. That's what it's been doing. And then you can make 20, 25 cents and get out. Take your profit when you can on Friday. Don't get greedy. Greedy people get slaughtered. Is that what they say? You know, pigs get slaughtered. So right now we're in a consolidation. If you look at the 1 minute right now, okay, you'll see that pretty much we're in the channel. We're in the channel in a consolidation mode. And that channel, okay, is anywhere from 363, let's say 85, down to, let's say 55. So we're in about a 30-cent channel. There we go. We're trying right now. Let me go back to the 5 minute. But you can see, and that's the first green. We got 2 greens in here. With 2 greens, when it first went a little above, around 360, 380, that was a good time to take a chance on a call. But we got to see what's going to happen. If you do that, keep a tight stop loss. If we get there, it might get over. It's trying. All right? And it's still early enough where this thing can go. It can go 50, 60 cents. You just don't know. Got to wait and see. All right? I blew off my rehab. First time ever. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not worried about it. And let's see. We want to know if there's any questions right now. Anybody have any questions about anything? Now's the time. Any questions? Let's see. I was just looking at something when it came up. Resistance. Let's see that for a second. Prior resistance becomes support. Yeah, I love that. When resistance later becomes support. I don't know if you don't know that. This is a really good chart about prior resistance where resistance becomes support. later on. Right now, it's reversed, where old support now becomes the resistance. As it comes down, it's just the opposite. How long do you see the SPY falling today? You know what? I'm telling you, you don't really know. Depends on what news comes out. Now, the news this morning that shot this down was the jobs, and it wasn't that the jobs was so bad, but everything works on projection. So if take what do you call that, earnings? If a company says they expect to make $1.3 million in earnings, and they make 1.28, they fell short, and that'll make the stock come down, even though it's only a very little amount of money. They still had great earnings. That always baffled me. But if they said we had 1.2 million in earnings and we got 1.25, the stock's going to go up. It's on anticipation and what projections are. Everything's on projections. But I did read something today. Look at that. We just pushed over. Like I said, that was a good time for the call. The second green just was slightly over, about 360, 380. That was a good time to go in for the call. Now, let's see if we can push through. Our resistance, I put at 364.25. We still have a lot of resistance. You can see right now on the 1 minute there's a turnaround. There's it did not. We're on our third candlestick up. You only see one because that's 5 minutes. So right now we got 3. It is still trying, and as long as we are there, but the stock itself is still bearish at this point. Why? We're bearish because we're below the VWAP. We're a little bit bullish because we're above the 13, but on the overall, there we go. There's the try. So if you got in, like I told you, at 363.80, 363.85, then right now you'd be in the money. So you'd be up 25, 35, almost 40 cents. There we go. We hit the 25. You could have made on 10 contracts $300-400 right now. All right? It's that easy. And I should have been in because I projected properly on which way, and there's new resistance. Okay, we just hit 30. All right, so what is our next step up? What is our next step? All right, our next step up is 364.50. All right, that's where traders are going to shoot for, and then eventually they would try to shoot. I don't know if we can get there. And right here, I've got 363.25. There I got 50. I would bring this up, even though I think it's going to come back down after. And let's move this up to 50. And that gives us the dollar spread. I keep using a dollar spread because it shows where we're in from where we were, okay? That's where, you see right here where it came to support. When it came back down, there was our support, there was our support. Our support really did go up, but I left it down because our resistance level was at 25 and I wanted to keep it at $1. But right now, we just tipped, we didn't even hit it. We hit like we hit 364.50 for a second, for a split second, I think. So right now, we've got 364. Yeah, so there's $1. So right now, if you had a put, okay, your put should be still 363 is what I would leave. That's a little bit out of the money, and right now, since it's so cheap and it's today's contract, I would leave my call at 364 for the reason that you're in the money already. And the only thing is, if it falls back, you will lose more faster. Make sure you keep a tighter stop loss, but it's not going to be that much because if you look right now at the actual here, and if you look at the 363, what I say, the call was 364, you see we're only at, your delta is 51, which is perfect. It's right there. That's what you're looking for, around a 50 on the delta. You can get higher than that, that's great, but it's going to put more money out. But right now, the contracts aren't that expensive. A 363 contract, it is losing. It's 67 cents. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down. This time now, since we're at 145, I think we might want to consider going to, what did I say before? Oh, I was looking at the 14th. Okay. If I looked at the 7th, I already closed it. Where was October 7th? Didn't I close it? Yeah, I closed it. I'm saying now you should either do Monday or next week. Monday on a 364 is $3 and your delta is 52. If you do next week, it's about the same thing. There's your 364. And it's a little bit more money. So why not just do Mondays? So I would say October 10th is where we should be looking right now. And then if anything really did happen and you wanted to hold on to it over the weekend, you wouldn't have to worry about it. because you could swing trade it and hope that you're right. I don't swing trade options at this point. I'm not a good enough trader, I don't believe in my mind, to know. And if I did, I'd want to protect myself somehow, either by using a straddle or some sort of vertical spread where I'd have two different, let's say, strike price points where I can make more on one than the other and maybe even it out. And if you really want the definition of straddle option, besides you can look at alpha option, okay, just to give you guys an idea why you would use it. This is on straddles, and if you're new, you probably you're oh, I did that. That's okay. I'm gonna leave it alone. A straddle is an option strategy involving the purchase of both a put and a call option at the same expiration date and strike price on the same underlying security. The strategy is profitable only when the stock either rises or falls from the strike price by more than the total premium paid. Okay, so for right now, I wouldn't use this. This straddle would work best if you were doing, let's say, you remember when what's it called, the video company, Blockbuster. What do you call that? Not Blockbuster. What's the other one? I can't think of the name of it. I can't believe this. But when you don't know which way it's going to go, okay, and it just happened to be what I'm thinking about, went about $40 during that earnings time. I can't think. What's the name? What's the video thing online? Oh God, I got it on my TV. You can get it. You pay membership. I can't believe I'm having a what do you call it? Come on, somebody help me out. 46 people in here. Nobody knows the name. I'm leaving. I should have gone to, what do you call it? I got 2 minutes to get there. Let's see. Blockbuster. I can't think of the name. It's not Blockbuster. It's the other one. Blockbuster. Are they still around? Is it Blockbuster? Netflix. That's it. Netflix. When the last one, when Netflix on the last. Thank you. Finally, Netflix. What I'm looking for. Netflix dropped. It was about 200. And when Netflix was doing really, really bad, it dropped to 160. So if you had a put on that thing and you only had, let's say, 10 contracts, you would have made 40 grand. Okay? You would have had about 40 grand. PH question mark? What's PH? Penthouse? What's PH? I don't understand. PH question. Help me out. TiVo, PH. What's PH? Now, look at this thing pulling back right now. Okay, 360 to 88. So, like I told you before, it went from about 360, 380, where I told you to get in on the call, and it went up real quick to about 360. We know we had to raise it. Wrong mouse. We went up there about what? We hit about 360, 30, a little bit more. We hit almost 40. I can't say it the exact. About 35. So you could have made 35, 40, about 45, 50 cents. Power Hour. Oh, yeah, well, Power Hour is at 3 o'clock. Planet Hollywood. Power Hour. Planet Hollywood. That's another one. Yeah, there you go. But I was just talking about when you would use a straddle. That's what the whole thing was about. And right now, a lot of the accounts that are just minimum accounts, brand new options account, I don't even know if they'll let you do them, okay? Or vertical spreads. I'm not sure. Okay, but a good options profit calculator if you want an understanding of the different kinds of options. Okay, you can go to Investopedia, okay, or real simple, you can go to the top of this page and hit them one at a time and start reading what the options do. Or you can just take, if you know what the option names are, you can put them in, like what's a naked option, what is a condor, what's a vertical spread, what's a strangle, what's a straddle, okay, things like that. And you can learn the different terminology for options, get a better understanding, study it, and for those of you with Thinkorswim, you can go to Ameritrade, and they have a whole course for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And you can take, I would start in the beginning, do it slowly, don't try to do it all in one day, take a month to do each course, and there's tests. Okay, I rated out about 85-90% on the first part. Okay, I didn't do the next part yet, and I'm going to start doing that because during Christmas things will slow down, and that's a really good time. A lot of people sell off their stocks, they take their losses for the year or they take their gains for the year, and they get out and they don't hold it over. Okay, depending if they're in long term or short term. Long term is 1 year and 1 day. Short term is anything under a year. And that's how you're taxed on short term gains. What we do is all short term. I don't have to figure it out because Ameritrade figures it out for me, and it goes right into my what do you call it, H&R Block, or whoever you might, Turbo. If you do your own taxes, I do my own taxes. I have all my life. The only thing I never did myself, because I'd be a fool, it's on a level way above my head, is corporate. And I always give corporate to a CPA, not in a public accounting, a CPA, because he's got tricks up his sleeve. He knows on page 363 on line 7 something that you would never figure out, that maybe if you're going to pay taxes, he can get you down to neutral. And he's worth his weight in gold. He's worth the extra money than a public accountant every time. I'm sure if you ask Deck, he doesn't do his taxes, but I'm sure he's got a CPA, not a PA. Okay? PA is just a glorified bookkeeper as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they're licensed, but the CPA is like getting a master's degree or a doctorate in any, and that's probably what it is. They go for a doctorate or it's a CPA course, but it'd be very similar. If you were an occupational therapist, you could have a master's degree. The guys that I see, right now I'm late, is they have a doctorate, okay? Supposedly they make a little bit more money because of their credentials, right? But we're not going to get into that right now. We don't talk taxes here, all right? How's everybody doing? J Trades, have you done if you're still here, have you done your first option yet? You just sitting back learning and watching? You see what I'm doing here? Why? Right now we're at support, folks, at 363.50. The question is, I told you before, we're going to go lower. I think that if you were here right when we got up there and wasn't holding and started to come down, you should have done the put. You would have been at about 364. Even if you got a 364, right now you'd be up 40 cents. 40 cents, 10 contracts, over $400. Time would have been, what are we looking, 5 minutes? So from here to here, about 5 minutes. 6 minutes. That's it. You would have been in a little longer before it went down there, but depending on when you got in and where you got in. And right now we just tipped the support and it seemed to hold. So our support is, as you can see, is 363.50 and we held. So obviously I put it in the right place. But you can see here on the 5 minute we've tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Well, 4 times. Okay? We have not broken through the support. We haven't broken through the resistance one time because we were at 364.25 and I put it up to 364.50 to put us at $1, so you can see where you're at. And right now we're down at the bottom here. See, 57.50. Are we going to hold, or if it breaks through, we're probably going to get a new low of day. And when that happens, be ready to do a call. Okay, for 364 call. Right now, I'm still at 363 on a put. And I'm still on today's. But, on the other hand, if I want to change that out, and I can, it's going to be more money. Let's see, if I go to the 10th, that's Mondays. I can do a 363. I just do this. I copy it. And then I can put it into my thing right here. So I'm going to change this now. And I'm going to put it on a Monday. My delta I know is about the same. I'm going to do the same now. I'm going to show you what I just did in a second. And then I'm going to go to a 364 on the 4th. What did I say? The 10th? Yeah, so the 10th is Monday. 364 is 278. All right? And there's my copy. You can see my delta still at about 49.50, which is perfect. And I'm going to go back here. And what I've done, okay, in mine, is I've color-coded, okay? So right now, if I wanted to do a call, all I got to do is change this. Watch what happens to yellow. And there is my call. You can't see it here because you all know what happens to me. I don't know why my charts keep doing it. I will have to talk to them one day. All I do is apply it, and it'll come back in. So now you can see, here's my call. Adrian, I can't talk. I'm live right now. So unless you want to listen, I'll call you back. Sir. Bye. Okay, so anyway, that's Adrian for music. We talk every day. So right now, that's a call. So if this goes up, that means I made the right decision. If this goes down, then I obviously made the wrong decision. And right now, I wouldn't have done a call, but I just wanted to show you. But if I wanted to do a put, because I haven't, oh, that's red. That's back to my SPY. And then my put is blue. So if you look up here, there's my October 10th. There's my put, and 10 contracts is a default. If I don't want to do 10, I could just bring this down to 5, and I'd be doing 5. If I wanted to put in a stop loss, I can go into here real quick. I can go into this. I can go into with brackets. I unclick the top. I change this to percent, okay? And I would do, if it goes down, minus 4%. That's keeping it very tight, all right? And I just bring this back up. Now I'm at 5 contracts and a 4%, and that means 4% of 266. I raised it up. Instead of paying $1 now, I'm paying $2.67 a share. So 100 shares would cost me what? $269. If I did 1,000, that's 10 contracts, it would be $2,600. And right now, that would have been the move, I think. Let's see. That's the put. If this goes up, then I made the right move. And we're falling below. Bingo. There it is. It's going up. I would be making money right now. And that's how simple, all right, I could be in the put right now. Will we reach another new low? It's disappeared. I don't even see the old low of day because it went past it, but it didn't come up on my board. But I do this. Let me see. I'm at the end. But right now, if I want to go back, there's the put. You can see. As long as this goes up, you'd be making money. If this goes the other way, I'm not going to chase it right now. I should have bought it when I first told you over here. All right, and that would have put me at 234. That's on the put, and I'd be up 40 cents. 40 cents, okay, would have put me at 5 contracts. 500 would have been up $200, and it's still going down, like I told you it would. Okay, let's go back real quick to the SPY itself. Okay, those contracts are ready, and there's my old low, 363.11. Will we hit the new low? All right, my support has changed. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to edit this down. And I'm going to put that down back to about, what am I at? 25. So like I had it before, wrong one, 25 cents. That would put me down to, you see, that just brought my green line down. That's 363.25. And my, what do you call it? My resistance is 360. I'm going to bring that back down a little bit also to 25 and make it a little tighter, okay? And you'll see it come down a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread my wings here. Oh, wrong way. Okay, look, and then I'm going to move it up. Okay, so it's easy for you guys to see it. There, and then move it a little more. Okay. Now, at 5 minutes, you can see the whole day. There's my upper, that's my upper VWAP. We're never going to get near that. Here's my lower VWAP at 362. And I predicted this morning with Deck that we would end up at 362. And I think we're going to be somewhere close to this. And that just dropped. Did you see that? That was at, oh, there it is, 362.03. It's actually a little lower. It's 361.95. I'm going to stick with my 362 as my, where I think we might end up at the end of the day. Low bar, 363.11. That's the low of the day. You should have put that in there. If you're going to put in, just throw numbers out there, I understand. You probably heard me say something, but 363.11. Yeah, oh, I see, because it wasn't showing before. It just came back. I don't know why. Because it doesn't show when you're on the contract. So right now, we're on the bottom. So if we hold support here at 363.25, which we did, then there's a chance that we can go for a call, a temporary call. I don't think that we're going to keep going higher highs. I think we're going to continue to build lower lows, but I could be wrong. It depends. If something comes out at the last minute on news, and we got 1358, the last news here on the SPY, and that puts us at 158, and that was 3 minutes ago. It says, beginning preparing for recession. 8 experts react to the job report. Ah, that's negative news. Negative news means we're going to drop down. So I'm going to tell you what. I think I'm going to drop my support. I could be wrong, but let's see. I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to put this down to 363. Because I think we're headed that way. I could be wrong. We're still at 25. We haven't touched it, but I'm going to lower it. Let's see. Did it work? Let's see. 363. Oh, I hit the wrong keyboard again. 363.25. Bingo. So I lowered it a little bit, okay? Really, what I should do is I should make that, okay, let's see. I'm going to edit that and make that, you'll see. That's like a lower support, all right? My upper support would be more like, and I'll draw it. I'm doing it on another computer, but it'll come out here. That's why I love this. 363.25. Let's see. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to open this up. Let's see. Edit. Go back to green. back that, and I'm going to put that support back in there at 25. Where are we at? Oh, we're going up. So actually, it did not. That lower one is not right at this point. Let's say 25 is where we were, and that's support. The other one with the dotted lines is a lower support where I think we're going to end up eventually. But right now, there's my support line back, okay, at the 325. This is $3. This is where I think we're going to come, 363, where I think we'll come back to. And right now, this one here is at 364.25, $1 more than this one. All right, and then you got to see where you're in, and we're still holding lower. We're holding down towards the support, even though it's at 50. We're starting to go back up, and if you look at it, we're green on a 1 minute. It's going back up again. So you should have been when it hit support and it held. That's when you should have gone in the call. I think 361.81 me connect the bottom red. Yeah, and I agree. 361. Look at that. 357.04. We didn't hit that low, did we? I know we hit 358. Did we hit 357? That was the low last week, correct? On that one? But I'm thinking, yeah, 361.68. And if you look at this right here, look, 361.91, 361, and I'm telling you, that's the lower, 361.91. But that changes a little one. You have 81, I say 91. You say tomato, I say tomato, you know? They're both right. We're headed in that direction. And that's what he drew. I told you I don't like to draw trend lines on the SPY because of the way it moves so much, but showing you from the whole day, if you go to the high of the day, what was the high of the day? Hold on 1 second. The high of the day for today was 378.71, okay? So 378.71, give me 1 second. It's days range, 373.29, sorry. 373? How did we hit 373.21? Am I in the right stock? Yeah, SPY. It says day rate 373. I don't see that anywhere on this chart. We never hit that. That's not correct. Am I wrong? Am I missing something? 373.29 and 363.12. This is showing 11. It's all wrong. Okay, but right here was the high of the day as far as I'm concerned. I don't see 373.29. Anybody else? Go look at Yahoo Finance. Shows a high of the day of 373. I don't see that. Unless they're counting somewhere in, pre-market. They usually don't do that. But right about here, okay, so here, I have to put this in. Let's put in a bar, like he's showing you on that big one. If I put it in here, and boom, and then I go all the ways down to where we're at right now. Watch. Oh, it's a little low. It's going to give me a wrong number. But if you see where it comes in, where this ends up meeting it, okay, it's 360. He's right, 361.88. But I told you I missed the mark. Let me take that off again. Try one more time. But it doesn't give me. They said 373. I don't see that. I don't think it's going to make a difference. But where I make it here, will. There's my low right there. And this will meet up at 361. I still see it. See, it meets up on the low of the day, 361.84. It's close to his number. Good call, J Trades. Good call. And that's pretty much how you figure. Is he 100% right? No. Am I? No. It can be lower and it can be a little higher. But I think it's going to be somewhere in that area. And that's why this morning, when Deck asked us, and I was the first one to pin it on the board, he should say the closest, but he wants exact because he's giving something away. But I said 362. That's what my call was this morning. Doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. We just don't know yet. We got 2 hours. All right? We got to go this next hour, which should be intense. And then, we got power hour. And right now, okay, right now. And then your line here would be here. And that's if you look at that. And then when you look where they meet up, 361.70. Okay, this is where they meet up. What time is that? 15. I don't have enough chart in here. It could be even lower than what he's saying. But and you can see right now, what is this, folks? What do you call this triangle? It's probably what they call an acute triangle. I'm not sure. I don't remember my geometry. But this, as far as we're concerned, is a descending triangle. Okay? This is descending. And that tells me that we're probably going to hit new lows eventually. But right now, I'm going to take these lines off. I mean, you can see how you make them for yourself. I can leave the lower one on. I just don't want all that line interfering with what we're doing. Okay? And right now, we're still holding support at 363.25, and we're probably with a level here back down to it, because we don't seem to be getting up there. I'm going to wait and see. But I'm going to say more 364. So if you have a call set up, it should be 364. And if you have a put set, it should still be 363. And I'm going to say I changed mine over to Monday, which is the 10th, as I showed you. So if I go in here right now and I want to do a put when that thing goes up, I just go like this. I hate this. I just hate when it does this. All right, but I got to go in here. Unfortunately, let's uncheck it and see what happens. Let's uncheck it. Yeah, there we go. Puts it higher. All right, so now you can see. Okay, and do I have the hand in here? No. Let's put the hand back. Let's go like that, and let's pull it down a little bit. Okay, so now you can see just about everything. There's my upper VWAP, my lower VWAP. This is an options thing that gets put in. Let's see if you tap on that. It says theoretical option price customizing. That's done by then. If I don't want to show that, I can just take the plot off. Okay, I'll just leave it for right now. It doesn't get in my way. It doesn't always put it in either. But there's my put. So right now, if I'm up here and right above, and I think it's going to come back down, and right now, let's see, 57, 56. I'm looking at the actual contract, 58, 57. I'm watching it down there, so I don't get a stiff neck. You can see we're not holding. There's my second down. We're still holding it around that 255 mark, 255 to 260. There, it's going up. Now you want to be in the call, but you don't want to chase this. Again, okay, where are my lines? Oh, you see, you don't have on the option, it doesn't show the actual support and resistance. All right, that changes when you do this. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Why? Okay. I don't know why it does that. Too many things. And we're still in between. We're still at that 363.25 support, and I have it up at 364.25, but I think it's probably closer at this time, and every time I change it, you know what happens. It goes back and puts me wrong. I'm going to put it back to just 364 at this point, which gives us about 75 cents in between. It's not a big, okay, area to be able to see, so I'm going to try to widen it a little bit, okay, so you can see where we're at that point between this 363.25 and 363. We're closer towards support. The question is, are we going to hold support, or are we going to continue like the day has been going, where we're going to go down? Anybody else have any feelings? Put it out there. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think we're going to continue down, or do you think at the last minute, boom? And you got to be careful. It could happen. You just don't know. But it is Friday, okay? And it's the end of the day. Anything can happen. I don't see any real PR news coming out any worse than 8 experts telling us. You see this? You open that up. It says, okay, let me see. I can push it into, if you push it into here, you can see it says 8 experts react to jobs report. So you can see economy still strong, according to him, chief market technician of Benzinga, but added 263,000 jobs, but they had estimates of 250. All right. So that says we did more jobs. The unemployment rate fell 2% to 3.5%, below census estimates of 3.7%. Wages were up 5% year over year. But you know what? Again, when they raise the rates, okay, of hiring people and pay them more money, what happens then? How do they make up that money when you raise the level? And that's been pushed by the government to raise the rates that people make. Is it a good thing to raise how much people make? When you do that, if you in a hamburger joint or any fast food and you give those people more money, I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but when you do that, then you have to raise the cost of the product. And when you raise the cost of the product and our taxes are going up and the amount of some of it is not equaling out, we're actually in a recession. We have heavy, very, very heavy inflation. And I just read this morning that Coca-Cola might be going out of business after 136 years. If that's true, you better buy yourself a bunch of cases of Coke if you're a Coke drinker, and whatever's the most popular, because once they go out of business, you can put that crap on eBay and make a ton of money. It happens every time. People will be doing it. They're probably doing it already. I don't know. If I look right now, just for curiosity, this is me. Hold on. I'm not gonna put it in there. Let's see. Coca-Cola. Right now. Let's see if it's being sold yet. My stuff. Oh, that's in me. I don't want that. I'm selling 2 Coca-Cola items right now. Let's see. Go back into... Oh, I don't want to do that. I just wanted eBay. eBay. There we go. Coca-Cola. Let's see if they're starting to sell it. Because I read it, and a lot of other people are reading it. Coca-Cola. I have to put the exact thing. $39 for a bottle. Not yet. It's not happening yet, but it will. Only the old stuff. Georgia Bulldogs. Coca-Cola. $21.99 for a 6-pack. Okay, but it will happen. If Coca-Cola does go out, I just want to shout out to the people on YouTube. Don't think I don't know that 19 people are there watching. All right? I see you. I see you. I'm in your bedroom. I'm in your bedroom. I'm in your living room. I'm right there with you. Okay? Just remember, I'm Active Trader, and this is my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my bedroom. I can't take all you at once. And there we go right now. What just happened? While I'm not even watching, nobody told me, there was that 363 low. And there is my line. Was I right? Did I put the right line there? There's my 363. It hit right on the nose. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to still leave the 360.25. But you see this? I called it right on the nose. How do I do that? I haven't even figured it out. Wow. Look at that. I just found in my pocket. I got a pocket full of cash here. I like having cash in my pocket, not in my wallet. Okay, I'll put that over there. Where's my wallet? Take it out of my back pocket, since I'm not going anywhere. Ooh, that feels a lot lighter in my pocket. I should put my little shorts on. I went out today. But boy, did I call that. I put that lower there, that lower support, and a lot of you said, what is he doing that for? You know? What is he doing that for? But you see, I put the dotted lines because we weren't there. But I was showing you that really is where support, that would be the next break point, step down, and what happened? Wow, 363 on the nose. I couldn't have called that any better myself. And that's how it works. And that's why knowing how to read charts is important, okay? But watching the chart while you're doing it. I went to something else to see if they were selling Coca-Cola on eBay, and I missed it. And that's what happens. Oh, guys, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. There. 1 second. Okay, back. I was actually hungry, but instead of getting something that's not good, I got some more of that brie cheese because it's a probiotic and it's good for you, actually. Brie cheese, folks. Either you love it or you hate it. My wife won't touch it. You better take that out of your back pocket to reduce. You're right, absolutely. I can't put it in my front pockets. It's just too much bulk for me. Okay, we'll let that other part warm up a little. That was so good. All right, and we're still in that channel. As you can see, we hit a support level, lower support of 363, and we're now at 365. I have this at 364. I don't know what's going to happen. If I lower this, which I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put it down to about 75, if I can get it. I always get caught. It's this mouse and the mouse board. So what I got to do is edit this. I just change these two numbers here. 75. I'm going to lower that down because, oh, look what happened. I just went to lower it, and look what happened. I'm going back. I'm sorry. It's going back to 364. I can't believe that happens to me every time I go to lower it because we were there, and look what happened. 363.75. I'm going to leave it at the 364. So I lowered it a little bit from 363.25 to 364 because we just hit about 363.80. There it is again. When that gets to this point, then you can make a decision when it hits 360, if it hits 364, if it hits a high 363.85, 90, 95, that's when you're going to have to decide whether you believe it's going to continue, which I don't, or it's going to pull back eventually, and that way you can make some money on a put. And you should be on a 363 put right now on Monday. And if you're on Mondays, you're at about $2.50 a share. Or for one contract, $257, $258. Cheap enough. For 100 shares, $258 on the SPY. Where could you do that? Jade Trades, are you still here? Where could you buy 100 shares, one contract, for 100 shares for $258? That's amazing. So buy 10 contracts, that's 1,000 shares for $2,500, and this thing moves 40 cents back in that direction. You just made a quick $400. Just as easy as doing with stocks, but you're in a big, you're dealing with stocks that move the SPY. I don't even know what stocks today were moving. I didn't even look at FinViz. I look now and it says Lucy in the sky with diamonds, up 96%. Next one IVA, then GGE, then ABEO, ADTX, and tops again. That's twice this week. Those are your top gainers right there. So if you want to see your top gainers, then all you have to do is, and I didn't put it up today. That's amazing. I usually do. Let me go back for a second and find the FinViz, and I'll show you, and that'll also show you the how red a day we are in. Oh, beautiful. First shot. Okay, so you can see right here, it's a pretty red day. Everybody's red except energy. Why? Because the cost of gas is going up. The cost of energy is going up. Everything's going up. And there's Elon. Buy and hold these 3 awesome stocks forever. He didn't say that. He said that a long time ago. All right, anyway, so right here you see we're down $600 today. That's 600. Let's see if we hit 600. 599.55. We're still dropping, and those are your top stocks. Okay? So this is a down day. Why would you do a put? And now, if you look back at the chart, you'll see, it'll come up in a second, and you'll see that it went up to about 378, 363.78, and here we are. There's your pullback. Like I said, do a put when it gets up there. I said a little higher, but it didn't. I don't trade the SPX. It's rich for my blood, but I could. I mean, you're talking right now on the SPX is probably, and it moves faster. It's more volatile. Okay, so you got to be careful. But the SPX, let's see if it comes up. SPX on Monday's contracts, instead of $2.50, they're about $9.50 on a 360. Well, you would say 364, okay, 3645, 364.50. That's 3,650, but it's like 10 times that the actual SPY. But right now, the reason is you got about 10 cents, so it's got to move 10 cents before you break, and it's got about the same on the thing. You would make more money on the SPX, but I don't trade the SPX. But a lot of people do. Deck made really good money this morning on it. But I just took a look at it for real quick just to see the prices. So it's about $9.50, $10.50 for Monday's contracts. How about you, Hayes Ware? Are you trading the SPX right now? Yeah, this will scare a lot of people right now. If I do this and I put in SPX, watch. Let's see if it comes up. I'm ready. Okay, I gotta be ready. Okay. Now you'll see. 3,641. This is your S&P 500. This is your actual. Okay? But most people just follow the SPY. And you can see all day what this thing's been doing. It came down, went up a little, and it did this. This is on a 5-minute. And right now it's dropping low. Well, it just had a new low. Okay? Which I can't see because I don't see the SPY. I didn't unlink it. I want to do this. Let's see. Put the SPY back. Okay, we just hit a new low of 369, and it dropped all the ways down when I tried to look. And that's why I don't like to be this. I don't like to go off what I'm doing, because when I do that, I miss what I should have been in. Every time somebody does this to me, and I'm not blaming you. It's just the way it is. I should know better. I looked below, but look at the drop. And I told you we're going to keep coming down, and there's a new low of the day. Okay, so what are we going to do now? I'm going to raise this up. Oh, can't do that. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then we can raise it. And then I'm going to raise this here. Was at 363. We're still there, but we did hit a new low of 84, and that would put this lower one. Okay, let's see. Let's edit. Bottoms out. It doesn't tell me which support. And that's the other one. I don't know. I better do it this way. I'll just come in here, and I'm going to activate it, and then I can pull it down to 70. I'm going to say, because the next step down, I don't want to do that. Okay, the next step down would be 75. It's at 85. It's not really there, but that would be, and I'm going to leave that as a lower support, and I believe the next time, and this is still at 363.25, and I'm going to bring that support down and put it at 363. All right, I think we're closer to 363. Look where we're at now. So there's your lower support. Wow, why did I put another one in? That's not right. Why did I do that? That should be, 362.75. I got that right. That was the one with the dots, right? No, it's not. Shoot, I'm getting messed up here. It can't be. 363 would be the support. Oh, here it is. That's weird how it did that. There's the 362.75. Okay. So there you have. Now your top resistance, where are we at? I think we're back down a little further down. So I have this at 364. Let's drop this one down to 363.75. You'll see what happened when I do it. It might go up one more time. It's probably closer to 50, but just so we can see inside where we're at. And you see it's coming down. We're going to go for another lower day. So I think if you stay in the put and just leave it alone, you're probably going to be all right. You started trading SPX. Okay. You have a larger account, over 25,000. And the reason I say that, because if you don't, then you're using up your money fast, so you can't do as many trades, unless you're only doing 1 or 2 contracts. So 200 shares, $9 would be about what is that, 180? If you're at $9, $10, $12, Hazelware, if you were to do the SPX right now, here's my question, and this is good for the room. What would be your strike price right now, whether it be a call or a put? So let us know if it's a put or a call. Probably would be a put. What would your contract price, strike price, and what date? And here's a new low again, folks. 362.80. See my line? 362.75. So am I right? Am I on the right track? I told you, when it goes up each time, do the put. I think that at this part of the day, knowing that we keep going down, down, and down, that you're better doing a put than a call, because you could get hurt if it drops really quick. Hazelwood, are you there? What date, strike price, call or put would you do? And try to write it out with a proper format with SPX written that way. All right. And right now you can see we are still continuing down, and this is correct. If you go from the beginning of the day, all right, I was right on the nose there. Could have been a little higher, but you can see as we're coming down, at a point here, we will probably eventually follow through, and we're getting lower and lower. 370, and that's where I put it. You see, I put it down to 362.75, just where we hit, right on the nose. And that's why it's important to chart this out so you know where you're at. So right now, if we're right there, we're close to the support. Do I want to do anything? Do I want to do a call? No. I would rather, you can, just keep it low, okay? But what I would rather do is I would rather wait to see if it jumps back up again, then do another put. Maybe around 362.95. Maybe it hits 363 again. We'll see. But right now, we're having a lot of resistance. And if you're looking, I think it's coming up a little bit. It might pull back up to about 363 now. We have to see. I don't think it's going to hold, and I don't think we'll get back over the old support of 363, which is really, that's right there. I think that right there. Let's see what happens. You see the price, 95, 98. I think 98 might have been a good call, but let's see what happens. I mean, a good place to do the put. Let's see. A lot of resistance. A lot of resistance. I'm watching it on a 1 minute too, below. Let's see what happens. And if it drops from there, you know what's going to happen? It's going to drop lower, probably, at the rate that we're moving, and it's going to form a new low of day. Does this make sense to everybody? I guess Hayesware doesn't want to answer my question. And I just wonder, when people have smaller accounts, why they do the SPX. Unless they're just going to do 1 or 2 good trades for the day, you know. Anybody have any questions at all? This is a good time to ask. We're holding, but I think we're going to drop. I think we're going to find a new low of day very soon. And if we do see a new low of day, let me show you where we're going to be. Let me do it on another map so I don't have to do it here. At the rate we're going, okay, if I edit that one, there we go. Then the next place we go, we're still holding. I want to see what's going to happen. I expect see, we got 362.72, so we dropped again, new low, all right? And I mean, that would put us right now, that would put us right here at 70. Just lowered it a little bit. But at the next stop down is going to be, bingo, just a little lower. That'll put us down to 362.50. So there could be a nice drop coming. All right, we have to wait and see. That's what you want to bet on. Right now, I told you before, when it hit like 95, that's where you should have put your put. You'd be in the money right now, okay? But the question is, do you want to hold a little longer and see if it's going to drop? Because it did, it hit 72, but what's going to happen? It'll fall below, maybe hit 65, 66, 67, and if it hits there, it could, and there it is. There it is. You see the 69? For a second, it's coming down. There it is. 69, but it's trying to hold at 70. So right now we have support at 362.70. That's where we have support. But for how long? That's the question. How long? This brie is so good. The warmer it gets, the better it tastes. Brie should always be eaten at room temperature. You can heat it up and put it on a cracker, melt it on a cracker. Put some like almonds on there or some pecan nuts. Wow. For those of you who drink, you can have a little wine. It's Friday, man. Enjoy yourself. I don't drink. I'll have 9 years sober on November 11th. And I don't know if I'm going to make 10 years, to be honest. I've been good too long. I've been lonely too long. 362.63, new low. There it is. Just as I called it. I said 362.65, all right? And that eventually is going to lead us to right there. It's going to lead us to 362.50, next step down. And that's where we're headed, right there. All right? So we're going down and down and down. Look at the steps. Let's look at a 10-minute for a second. See what's happening right now? Do you see the writing on the wall? Do you feel it? Huh? You feel it yet? It's not a hard call. This really isn't. This is not rocket science. This is, do you want to make some money? And do you have the kahootas to do it? You know? Where's my friend? Welcome, engineer. Good to see you today. Been quiet there in the background there. I know you're around. A lot of my friends are here. Like Dazzle, just stays very quiet. She's working in the background. The boss doesn't know, but we do. We won't snitch her out. Daryl's here. Hey, Daryl. There's a lot of people here. And I want to shout out to all of them. And the people that are, right now we got about 17 people, I think, watching. And let's see, let me reload this for a second. We got 17 people watching. In oh my God! I thought I took away that chat there. I was trying to hide the chat. These animals come in and they put all this dating stuff on there. I don't know why. It's like nobody asked. I hate that stuff. There it is. So when that happens, I just go in and I remove and hide user on this channel. They're gone. Devin was in. Thank you, Devin. Netflix was right. I wasn't watching it, but thank you. You were correct. Okay, so that chatting stuff's gone. I'll leave the chat room open. I put that other one on hold. Okay. Alright, the live stream's not active, but this is. Alright. I have 6 days sober, dead serious. I'm glad. Good for you, Tebow. If that's what you want. And look at this. Did I call that? Did I tell you folks? I took my eye off again. Every time I do, it goes down. So if you look now, all right, the next step for our is 362.25 will be the next step down for our support. And I just brought it down here. And this is our old support. So where's that going to be after? Okay, I'm going to just put that one at 362. That's going to be our lowest support, and that's going to be our actual support. All right, and right now, let's see, 362.45 right there. That's 362.25. It's pulling back, and then we have here, let's see, 363. I want to bring this down and make it 363. So now you can see that's about where we're at, anywhere between there and a little bit higher. But 363 is our top resistance. I don't think we're going to hit it again, to be honest with you. Let's open this up a little bit, makes it easy. And look at this. Look at the line. Look where we're at right now. Look at this. We are following in position. So if you follow this to the right, you see that? 361.98, 361.75. As it goes down, where will we be in proportion to where we're going and where we're at? What's up? Adrian woke up. I'm just doing a little brie cheese here. No wine. I used to say, when I drank, I used to say, I don't drink anymore, but I'm not drinking any less. It's a sober joke. Listen, TiVo, just for today, my thoughts will be on my new associations, people who are not drinking, and who found a new way of life. So long as I follow that, I have nothing to fear. Remember that. That's first step, AA. As long. I wrote this in 1986. I have the book to prove it. I used to write a lot of poetry when I first came in the program the first time. AA people, I have found a brand new life that's clean and sound. Through sponsored leadership, no more dope. 12 traditions and lots of hope. You tried it your way. I tried it mine. But AA people have an open mind. There's more to it, but that's the first paragraph. Maybe another day I'll do the rest. That's from memory. I wrote that in 1986. Alex Vaughn says, I am the mysterious man. He has no clue. And look at that. See the pullback? 362 came back to 362.85 we're at right now. That's why I left it. You see that? I didn't pull it lower, and I left it at 363. Because I knew there would be a lot of resistance higher up. This might be a good place. Check the news. 1503. Let's see. 1403 is 203. It's 235. No news. Just manipulation. So right now, if you do a put, I should do it myself. If you do a put right now on a 260, wow, I should change that. 262 put right now. So a 262 put will put you in a good position when this drops back down again. And we hit 85. That's where you should have bought it. Remember I said that. I didn't do it, but I'm telling you, that's what you should have done. Right now you'd be up. Let's see if I'm right. How many people just grabbed that? It's still there. We don't know which way. We're still On the 1 minute, we're in consolidation. But you see, what tells me is you see the low down here told me it was going to continue. And up here, there's a small doji. Let's see, there's 88.90. Let's see if we can get by. Right now, you'd be losing. But I said now it's even a better place. And let's say it went up and it hit 363.20, 15, something like that. You got two choices. Either get out at 10 cents, which right now it's not the time, or if it goes up a little higher, you can cost average up, even though you want it to come, you want the price of the stock to come down. But right now, I still think there's going to be a lot of resistance at 363. Let's see what happens. I mean, anything can happen. It's got a lot of leeway that it can go if it wanted to. It could actually go to about 363.30 right there. And where's this one here? There it is. There it is. 06. I was going to tell you the next step. It's right there. It's 363.05 and back there. Old support was 363.15. There's your old support at 363.15. Can you see that? Right around here. That's old support. 363.50. That's actual support, not what I put. I probably would have had 363.25. But as you see, it didn't hold. So right there, it hit 363 watt just now and changed 6, 7. There you go, bingo. So if you got in at 362.85 before it went up and you held, you could have cost average at that place of 15. I mean, what was it, 6 or 7? Bigger even at 5. So with 05 and 85, that would put you at 95. So right now you'd still be in the money. It's pretty cool. And pretty much I've been right. And I think we're ready for a pullback right now. Right now. Let's go. How many people in here think it's going to pull back? And how many people think we're going up? Mario, you still there? Mario still in here? Let's see. He's been very quiet. I know he's here. Mario, what's happening? Are you in a put right now? What are you doing? What about you, Adrian? Are you trading today? We're still at that 95. That's where the cost average would have been. Between 05 and 85, if you had gotten in, would put you at 95. Right now, you'd be in. So when it dropped down like it did now, 82, 83, 77, I would have got rid of half the shares, okay, to get my money back. Or I can hold on, all right, because I want to bring my price down, and at the same time, I don't want to hold that many shares. That's why I cost average. So if I got back out when it just hit 78, 75, I would have made money. I would have brought my cost down to the other 5, and right now I'd be even on the other 5. So I would have made money on the first 5 contracts, and I'd be even on the other 5. Now I'd be up because I cost average to 95. Can you see how that works? I'm on a put when you said, oh, excellent. And right now, I don't know what price you bought in, but right now you should be in the money. You should be up a little bit or just about right there. We're waiting for a pullback. And if you look right now, let's go to the 1 minute for a second, okay? I know, that's 2 minute. 1 minute. I want the 1 minute for a second. And if you look at this, you'll see you got 1, 2, 1 over, 3, 4. This will be the 5th time. If this doesn't break resistance, then it should come back. And what do we look like on the 10 minute? Looks like it's like bull flag in there. It's going up a little. Let's hope I'm wrong. Let's see what happens. We're still holding that resistance line of, what did I put it at? 363? 363. We're still holding the line. Just remember, if it goes more than, and if you cost average before, like I said, you'd be at 3. You would have made money on the first 5, 20 cents, 18 cents, and this one here now you'd be about even, or you'd be down a penny or 2. That's it. So right there, you'd still be ahead. If you cost average, you'd be ahead. So if you're worried that it's going to go, there he is. If you're worried, and I don't think you should, I think it's going to pull back eventually. But let's see. We might have hit the low. Who knows? I called 362 end of day. How I will be when I learn how to safely trade options. What does that mean? Good, 300. Good deal. Good job. Good job. Did I lose you guys for a second? I don't know. Let me just see something. I should check once in a while. We're still going. It says 241. It must have stopped for a second because I came in at 241 and I didn't. I was here at 12 something. So, okay, back to my 6 and 1. I'm so ready to jump in myself, you know. I'm up $235 today with the cost of option. I'm up 205. Okay. I'm sure if I go into Ameritrade, I'll tell me a whole different story. Ameritrade lies. Let's see. I'm going there for a second. Got to do the code, the whole deal. They got this all the security BS. Okay, this thing wants to drop. Does anybody feel it? It wants to drop. Let's drop. Let's see it. I want to see the drop. Here it is. Here it is. You held tight. There it is. You're up 20 cents if you cost average. And if you didn't cost average and you just held, you're up. All right? So, like I said, it's going to drop. And I've been right all day. 505.092. Okay, trust this device won't make a difference. Okay, I have a VPN, so yeah, so I'm up 204.22. I said 205. They take another 80 cents, so I'm up today. Nice. Leave that around there. Wow. Let's see. I get these alerts out of here. From here to, come on. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Here. Oh shit. Oop, I spoke French. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna take all these and put them away. Bingo. I was in my email. You won. I don't believe I won anything. Okay. All right, I'll do this later. Get out of my emails. Watch the board. Don't get sideswiped here. There we go. And there's the drop. And there's the money. So, as you can see right now, I called the shot at 362.85 for the put. It did go up a little. I called the cost average down at 305. That's 263.05, and I was correct. And right now, if you had held all of it, you'd be in the money. And right now, at 95 to 60, at 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, you'd be up 40 cents times maybe 10 contracts. I should have done it. I should listen to myself once in a while because I'm usually right. The credibility is the important part. Knowing what you're doing and why. And the why is very important. Why is because of the trend lines, which are not there right now because they took them out. But if I put them back in, you'd see direction, okay, of the day. And if I take it from anywhere, even here's a high point there, and I bring it down even to here, or where we're at now, all right? I wouldn't have known it then, but I would have known it there. There would have been my down point then, okay? And then here, you could see, if I take a point here, I love those arrows because they really help. Actually, I'm still there. You can see that other one. Boom. It moved a little. Let's get rid of that one. Remove the drawing. Let's see. Trend line 2. There you go. So you can see here, there's the lowest support, 360.35. Okay, there's my upper trend line, which is probably a little closer now, which brings us in even more. We're still on a descending triangle. And that's what you need to look for. So no matter what happened, no matter where our support or resistance went to, and I still left it at 363, and it's probably a little lower than that. We're probably more like 360, I want to say 362.95. I'm just going to leave it. But it's 363, and now we're lower, and I had this at 362.25. That was the next step down. There's my 35, and here would be 362 even. That's my lower level of where I believe we're going to be. That's what I called early today, 362. I'm not that far off. And I'm not making money. I need to make the difference of since I've been here, I should have just stayed in the put like I told you guys to do, right? Open the side fire data. It's clear. Battery's fully charged. Let's pull the plug off. Let's see. sign into Wi-Fi. I lost my channel. Connected. Okay. I always leave my phone on Wi-Fi when I'm home. This way, if I use the internet, it doesn't use up my time. And I have unlimited anyway, but it's faster. It's been a good day. I mean, if you're doing puts today, it's been a good day. Like I told Mario earlier, why are you in a call? This is a put day. Put it in the right perspective, And that's what I think he did. Maybe took a small loss of $100 on the put. Listen, if you're wrong, get out. Don't stick there and hope. We know that hope is not a strategy. Do you use TradeZilla? No, don't even have a clue what that is. No TradeZilla for me. I have heard of it before, but I don't use it. TradeZilla. I'll have to look it up and figure out what it really is. But just for a second, and we'll check it in a second. Do you use it? I want you to just remember that hope is not a strategy, okay? We must always have some sort of a plan if we want this to work, and right now it is. TradeZilla. Let's see, just real quick. Imagine trade. I'm getting away from the board to look this up, and that's what's going to discover your trading edge using TradeZilla. It's an institutional grade mentorship program for active traders who want to master the tracking skills using. Well, I'm an active trader. I do my own master trading skills, and I give them to you. But I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct, but pretty much I've given you a guideline for the last 6 months that actually has been right most of the time, over 95%. So do I need this trading edge? I'm sure I'd like to check it out. I'm not going to join it if I have to pay for it. Free preview webinar. Register now. Discover your trading edge using the profile flow. I'll check it out. You know what? I'm never down. I see it's out of this country. Wherever it's from, it's CO. I don't know what that is. I'm going to take it out of here for now. But heard from Kush. Kush is K. Kush. Oops, didn't even come in there. Kush. I like Kush. Yeah, he loses a lot of that stuff. He's a good guy. And you know what? If he mentioned it, it's probably a good thing. I heard of it a year or two ago. I don't really know about it, but I'll check it out. And I'll see if it's anything I need. Pretty much, maybe you, if you're new, it might be a good thing for you. If you're new and you don't know how to plot. I don't know if he uses it on a regular basis. But, plotting and charting is not difficult. You just have to watch others who know what they're doing and learn from that, and then learn to do it yourself. And that's what I did, We used to have a guy in here, Adrian will tell you. We're not going to mention his name, but he was kind of thrown out of here. He was a great trader. He's got his own thing right now. And now he only does his options, as far as I know. And he taught us Fibonacci. Well, he didn't. We learned it because of him, to figure out what he was doing. And he always used to say, if a stock got to this, then it would get to here, here, and here. But if was the trick word. People said, oh, he says it's going to go here and here. So a lot of people lost a lot of money. But a lot of people made a lot of money because they remembered that if it doesn't get here, it's going to come back. When I tell you, I say if it holds at 362.25 level, if it holds particular levels, then it should do this, this, or this. That's why I put these lowers in, and right now we've hit them 3 times. I put in a lower price level, a lower support, and 3 times we've hit it. The first time was 363. We hit it right on the mark. Not only I was way out of there. It was at 363.40, and I put it. I said 363 is my lower mark, and bam, you remember? Came up, and it hit. And then I told you, even though it's trying to move like it is right now, it's going to hit lower. What is the reason that's going to keep it to go higher? There's no news. I keep my eye on Benzinga, okay? If I see news come out, then I have an understanding of why something moves up or moves down. But right now, there is no news. Okay, so it's total manipulation at this point. Understand that and learn from that. That if you were on a 1 minute right now, you'd see. Right now, right now there's only 4,000. I don't want to jump in. 148,000. Now there's let's see, there's 15, 16,000, 19,000 in the stock right now. There's 188,000 the candle before, 148,000 the candle before that, 77,000. So you can see on a 1 minute, that's a lot of share trading, there's a lot of volume right now still at Friday at 2:50 in the afternoon. Okay, so as long as I come in a small enough size that I can make money, that they can't see me, there's a good chance I don't have to get squashed. So the next thing I have to learn to do is I look at my support right now, which I have at 362.25. Really, what's all low? 28. So that's a good one. And right here, I usually try to keep it about $1 more, but it's less. It's 363. We haven't really hit it. We hit 362.95. So I'm right within this channel. But where I am in the channel, all right, I hit just now on this candle. I just hit 362. What does it say? That can't be. 362.89, 87, and right now we're at 65. So if I hit close and we see that we're not hitting resistance, it's a good time to do a put. Okay, and if you've done puts, when every time it spikes up to around that area, and you're going to see as we get lower in price, low of day, that every time it spikes up, it's going to spike up a little lower. Because what we're doing is we're forming lower highs, we're forming lower lows, first of all. But the highs are getting lower too in that low. So if you look here, here's a high here for this area, 364.24. 363.78. Look, 363.35. Every time it spikes, 363.04. Look what's happening. 362.77. I think it was 82. Each time it spikes up, it's spiking a little lower than the time before. So it tells us right now that these lines right here, if we look here, let's change this for a second. It does show us down, down, down. But if I take a new route and I take it from here, let's say here to there, here to here gives me one direction, you see, right there. But now what's happening is I'm getting another direction. So I'm getting from here down to another new, right about there. See it? So you see what's happening? Our line is getting more intense. I can take this one out now, remove it, and now you can see the difference of our angle getting steeper and steeper. This is just something that I've myself come across over the last 2 years, 3 years of trading, trying to figure out different angles and why. Because most people keep their lines for the whole day and they just keep little corrections. I'm correcting for time periods. Okay, time period from here to here, time period from here to here, and we keep going, we're changing directions, down, down, down. So even though it keeps spiking up right now, unless we get a mad spike, there's no reason that to think anything less than the fact that it's going to continue to come down. Does this make sense to you or not? If it doesn't make sense to you, it won't make dollars. But if it does make sense, and you keep jumping in when you're supposed to, instead of trading in the middle, okay, if you figure out close, you don't have to be exact. If you can figure out close to what your resistance is, and you can go closer. Like right now, I could say probably, and watch, I'm going to change this and watch what happens. All right, I'm going to edit this down, and look, it's trying to get a little higher. But let's say I put it down to 362, and I say 90 cents, because really, that's about closer to where we've gotten. So watch, I'll bring it down, watch it'll go there. So I'm bringing this down, and it's actually probably closer to where we're at now, 362.85. But every time I bring it down, look what happens. Look, 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 look. See this? 85, 78, 77. See the resistance? 78, 80. Let's say it could jump really quick and hit 90, 69. It's not. It's not holding. Look what's happening here. So again, I'm going to take my resistance, right? I'm going to edit this. Let's bring it down a little more. What did we hit? 80? Let's say 80 cents. There's a lot of resistance, to be exact. 3 right there. All right? And this one here, I'm down to 362.25. And this one here is the lower at 362. This is 362.25. This is 362 now, 80. Because that's what we keep hitting. So you have a general idea where we're at. And if right now we're close to the 80, then you have to decide. And there it goes. There it goes. It's going to try one more time. And if I look on the 1 minute, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. This is the 7th time it's trying to get over. And look what's happening. Look what's happening. It might go. I'm not saying it can't go. That depends on who's sitting behind it with the massive. And I don't think you're going to see enough volume come in until you hit over. There's your 80. There's your 80. We're right there on the resistance. Remember before I said 85, but I make it 80. What did I say is going to happen? It's going to go hit. And there's the 90. I should have left it there. All right? I was just trying to show you what happened. Every time I change this line, they change the rules. This is what happens. Okay? So right now, let's bring this up to 90. That's where we're at. We're at 90. That's real support. 90. Right there. See it? I just raised it a little bit, so it should be 362.90. Oh, it says 80. Why didn't it change? It didn't change. I don't know why it didn't change. Make it 90. Say okay. Okay. So there's your resistance right now. We're at the top. So you have to decide, do you think we're going to hit 363? Or are we going to pull back again? And I think there's too much resistance. I think that it's going to pull back. But doesn't mean it can't go for it. Doesn't mean they're not going to keep trying. And there's your pullback. And look at the 1 minute. If you look at the 1 minute, the one thing it does tell you is you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One time we went over resistance. 1, 2, 3. So look at all these times we tried. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. And what happened? Pullback. So what's going to happen? There's a lot of resistance at these numbers. There's not enough volume to push it over at this point. Right now we got 48,000, 50,000. Your average is usually 50, 60,000. And now we just went back. Next minute, 11,000, 20,000. We're trying. If we got to get over, and it's going down. It's pulling back, 25,000. And there's your pullback, like I told you. And that's why it's important to do this and to keep plotting it out and keep figuring out. If things change, change it. Change it. Nobody else does this. I don't see AK doing it this way. I don't see DEC doing it this way. I'm not saying what they're doing is right or wrong. It's definitely right, and they're both making money. But this is working. And it's working for a lot of you guys, because you come back and you tell me, I just made $5,000. I just made $2,000. That was a great call. What a good alert. You know, blah, blah, blah. Does this make sense? Anybody here have any output to this? Any concerns of what I'm saying? You think I'm right? You think I'm wrong? I don't care what you think. No, I do. I'm kidding with you. I am kidding. Don't you kidda. Anyway, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, put it on the board. Share with everybody here, you know? Don't be share it. Come on. Share something. Say something. If you see something, say something. Look at Tesla. Straight across. Tesla is not doing much today. I think the Tesla members are the Tesla stockholders are very, very upset. Well, right now, I could have made money if I played my alerts 3-4 times today. I would have been in the money. ITM in the money. Okay? So, here we are. 359. 259. Wow. And there we go. One more time. Here's another shot. They're trying. They're really trying to push this thing up. And let's see. Right now, we are at the hour of the power. I have a call option for October 12th. How much does Theater decay over a weekend if I hold it? I don't know. You have to look it up. And it'll change overnight, so I don't know exactly. I don't know. I mean, a lot of thought is that on Mondays it will go back up. But what if it goes up in pre-market and then at the opening of the bell there's bad news and it comes all the way down? I'm not a good enough trader, and if you don't know the answer to that, you shouldn't be holding over the weekend. I'm being honest. There's 363 pushed right over the resistance. It finally made it. It didn't give up, and it hit. Good put. 362 hit 363.03. That's where you should have done your put. Whenever you hit a new high or a new high for the time, there's a good, and it pulled back 20 cents. So you're going to hit it and then got out of it. And if you did that, you would have made 20 cents. If you had 10 contracts, you would have made a quick 180 to 220 bucks. There it is again, right now. 04, let's see. 05, how far can we bring this? Okay, 08, 9, 10, there it is. They're pushing it up. They're trying anyway. All right, but I'm going to, right now, the next step up, if we were to go anywhere, all right, the next step up would be 360. Oh shoot, wrong computer. 363 and 25 cents. Okay, let's just put it there for a second, see what happens. We're at 14, so I just moved it up a little bit. 366.25. That would also bring this. It's at 362.25. That's the $1. And right now we're at the top of resistance. I moved resistance up. We're not going to get it. I don't think we're going to pass it over. It would be a good put. Let's see. It's trying. 20. Good put. Good put. I think eventually it pulls back. Because all the people pushing it up, okay, how are they going to make their money when they sell it? They're going to have to get out of it. In order for someone to win, someone's got to lose. And if they sell off real quick, they're taking their profits. Remember, it's going up. They pushed it up. It's going for profit. And if I look back down again, okay, resistance 2, I have 11,000, 148,000, 126,000, 120, 130. So we went from an average of 60,000 per candlestick. All of a sudden, in the last 3 minutes, we doubled that. And that's why it moved. But what's going to happen now? Pull back. Mark my words. Let's see what happens over the next 5-10 minutes. Remember, we just hit what? 362.21 or 2? That was it. Did we hit? What did we hit? I'm trying to see it. 319.21, 322. 363.22 is what we hit. I'm going to try one more time. And there it is. Push past. Push past. That put would have been, well, you could have got in and out and you made your money. But you see, it's still trying. Took your advice and sold on the pop, 220 profit. There you go. I'll give you my PayPal account and you can just throw a 20 in there. You know, somebody did that the other day. Said, put up your PayPal. I did. And she sent me $20. But next time, always send it friend to friend. If you don't do it that way, they take out a dollar or whatever. Don't give PayPal the money. Give it to me. You're welcome. Listen, I try to give good alerts and good advice. Am I always right? Absolutely not. But that's up to you. If you lose because I'm wrong, that's on you as the trader. Remember, you pulled the trigger. Okay? I am not 100% right. Nobody is. That's hindsight. And right now, it's still continuing. So what is that going to do for us? That's going to move up. Okay? We're getting some. What do you call it right now? We're getting some volume in. And the volume's going to push this up 35, 40, and eventually the next step, and there'll be a lot of resistance there, is 363.50. I just moved it up so you can look at it. All right, and with that, I'm going to still leave my lower here. What did I say? 361. That was 362. That was my end of day. That was 362.25. This moves this one up a little, okay? So the 362, and our lines now have changed. And this is why, okay, my lower line is still the same. We're still on a low, but that's why I don't like I don't like doing trend lines on the SPY. You can do them temporarily, but I don't like them. There's just too many lines. It moves too fast. Let's look at the 10-minute for a second. And there's your, look at that. There's your pullback to where? To the 13-day. The 13 EMA. All right? And that's at 363.42 with a 363.50 now as I put for the new support. You see it? If you look on a 1 minute, we're actually above the 13. There's your 13. We passed that at 363.10. And here's your pullback. So there's your resistance. Like I told you, there'll be a lot of resistance at 363.10. I am so tempted to jump in right now and do a put. I would do a 363 put right now. So if you're going to do a put, do 363 on Monday. All right, not today. Just in case you get stuck. All right, I would do a 363, and I have a 364 on the call, which we'll probably never reach. But 363 is the put right now on Monday's call. I'm not on today's option any longer. All right. And you could do Monday, you could do Tuesday, you could do Friday of next week at this point. Fridays, it's just like anything goes. Look at compare the delta on all of them, and also compare the spread to see which is the best option for you. And if you have to go a little bit further out of the money, okay, to get the price that you need, that's fine. You'll make a little less, but you'll make, okay? And like I said, there was a lot of resistance at 3. Where did it go to? Did it hit the 50? It must have. So right there, and that's where it stopped, and that's where you could have done it. That's where I told you all the resistance is. But we're still holding. We are still holding. As long as we're over 363.30, we're holding. And it's starting to pull back. Starting to pull back. Here's second red. It's going to pull down. we're going to go back to at least the 13, and the 13 is going to put us at, let me look on the 1 minute, it's maybe a little different. Yeah, it's still the same. 363.09, 63.10. That is probably your base. Now, it could go to the top of this, which is the 21 day, at 363.27. We're already below that. So we're at 2018. We're right about, there it is. 12. We're right at that's the 13. And then your 9 would be about, what did I say? That's 363, really. 363. And it's not holding. It's pulling back. So I was right. I told you the heavy resistance at 363.50 because a lot of volume went out between 362.90 all the ways up to where we went. The volume doubled on the minute. I look at the minute chart and I watch candle per candle to see how much volume. Not the size of the candlestick. That has nothing to do with it. You know what? Because you look at this here and well, I can't see it. I can't see it on 5 minute. Look at that, 363. Look at that, 480,000 just on this little one, and this one here was 700,000 on a 5 minute. That shows you it's over 125, 130,000, 140,000 on every candle. It went up. The actual volume doubled from where it was, and that's why it moved like it did. Does it make sense? And that's why I watch candlesticks on 1 minute just to see the amount. The trick is active trader has good advice, but as soon as he jumps in and leave, of course he's going to go opposite. As soon as he leaves, go up. You're a funny guy. Hey, I told you when to go the opposite. Are people here in this room right now on my calls making money or losing? Okay? I told you when. Not always right, but because you have to wait at resistance, and I don't buy. I do not buy buyouts. What I mean by stock goes from 392, 85, 90, 95, then it pulls back. I don't buy the 393 plus. I don't buy the what do you call that? The run. I wait till it runs a little, then pulls back. I want to see that it can do it and get there first. And then I look when something goes like $3, 305, 306, 308. But if it gets to 308 to 3010, I know it has potential for 325. So when it pulls back to 301, 298, I'll jump in. But I won't jump in before it reaches that $3 point. That's the way. I don't buy what do you call that? Oh my God, I can't think of the term. You know, when it just goes past that point. Brain fart. Hello, anybody home? Operator, put 20 cents more in for another 3 minutes. Anyway, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. I can't remember. I'm getting old. I need to take that melatonin. What does that do? It'll give me memory? I can't remember to take it. That's the problem. And I have a whole bottle of it. They have that stuff today. You know, everybody ever see that stuff, the fruit and the veggie? Fruits of balance, I think it's called. Balance of fruit or something like that. Balance of nature. And they have the fruit. It's really expensive. This is for rich people. This is $90 a month to take like 60 pills, 2 a day. But I got to tell you, I got a good deal on the red, which is the good one. I got a cheaper veggie one. I took them for a month. I got to tell you something. I had such energy for about a month, and then last week I was falling asleep in here. It finally caught up because I stopped taking them. Those things are good. They actually work, but they're very expensive. So the question is it worth it? Worth it is all relative as a term. If it works for you and it makes you better at everything or anything that you do, it's absolutely worth it, you know? Sometimes we got to spend a lot to make a lot more, or spend a little to make a little bit more. It's all relative. So if we play the SPY at $10, $2, and $3, and $4, let's say, or up to $6, let's say, per share on a contract, is it relative to paying SPX, where it might cost you $19 or $21 or $23? The truth is, you can make more money on the SPX, but you can also lose money faster on SPX. So when you hear people talking about that, just remember, it's just as volatile as the SPY, but it's more volatile on how it moves in the option on the actual contracts. And that's where you have to know more about the delta, the theta, the gamma, the vega, and the rho. Okay, and when you learn what these things mean, you could apply them into the contracts themselves and say, is this for me? Am I willing the risk versus the reward to lose more, even though I'm trying to make more? If you're new, start with less contracts. If you do go to SPX, then my what I'm going to tell you is start with one contract. Get the feel of how SPX itself moves. And until you can feel and be a part of that algorithm within that contract or that stock, if you can't feel it and you're still asking questions like, and I'm not saying you shouldn't ask those questions, but if you're asking questions like, is it going to go up or is it going to go down, then you're just following people either over the cliff or up the mountain. You know what? You can go either way. All right. And the truth is, if you don't know what you're doing, eventually you're going to lose more than you're going to win just by following people. If you follow Deck every single time, you're going to lose. Why? Because he can afford to lose more and hold it and then come back. So you go over the mountain with him and his rope is much longer than yours. You've got a shorter rope. Okay. So when you get to the end of your rope, what are you going to do? You're either going to get out and you're going to lose. But Deck says, I can go down further on the rope. I'm only down $10,000. Oh, look at that. It's coming back. And he climbs back up the rope and you're gone. Why? Because you let go. You let go and you lost. Okay? It's just like if you hold a contract too long, the theater is going to eat you up and that contract's going to get smaller, worthless, gone. And you lose your premium. Thank God on options, the most you can lose is the premium. But on stocks, can lose a lot more. All right, so don't follow people. Don't follow me. Know why you're doing what you're doing and become your own trader. It's really important, okay? You can only follow so long, and then you're going to follow your bank account. And here's the pullback. Here we go. Like I told you, it's not going to hold. Eventually, it's going to come down. And just now, we just had down from 360, 350, all the way down to 360. That's almost a point right there, folks. That's 90 cents, 80 cents right there. So if you bought that put and you held tight, and right now I still think we're going to go lower. 318 in the afternoon. I hate buying contracts at 3 o'clock, but don't go by me. You can make money at this time. Okay? And I missed my physical therapy, and I still didn't do a contract. I'm telling you and helping you to make money. And some of you are. You're listening. You're doing it. And you'll be able to do it on your own too. Okay? I'm pretty much calling it in the right direction. And right now we got to see. We hold that 362.50. Okay. I'm still going to leave this at the 360. I'm going to bring this down because I'm going to bring it down to about 360. I don't know if we're going to go back up there again. Let's see. Let's activate it and let's bring it back down to about. I'm looking across 363. Let's just bring it back to the 363 and leave it there. Okay. Right there, 363. And if you go across, you'll see there was a lot of resistance before, right over there. That was 89. You remember we kept hitting 89, 85. Okay, we kept hitting those marks and we couldn't get over. Leave it at the 363, right in the middle. And then here we're at 362.25. All right? And I think eventually we're going to go below. But we have a lower one here. But this way you can see where you are in here. Are you down below or are you down above? You have to look at the price. Don't go looking at the candle. This says 362.40. Oh, it's right on. We're on the lower part of the candle. That's to be the closing. And we are dropping. We are dropping. Right now in the 1 minute, we're starting to hold. So it might hold that 362.50. Right? Now we got to see if it's going to hold the 360 and it's going back up. How far up will we go? Will it go back? I don't like to do the calls, but if it just jump up again to 363, as close, if it did, I would do another put. Because I think at the end of the day, and right now I'm looking at this, all right, and I'm looking at the Squeeze Pro, and it's showing me we went down, we had a little bit of up, you can see it right there, but what's happening? It's coming back down again, all right? There was our squeeze right there. That green dot is the squeeze up. I'm waiting for another green dot to show me. And then when you learn this program, if you look at it on the 1 minute, we're already in the squeeze, okay? We're in a squeeze down. To show you what I'm talking about, I'm going to go in here for 1 minute, and you'll see, if you look at this now, you see how long we've been in the squeeze? We squeezed up, and then we were already in the squeeze, and now we're squeezing down, all right? So whether we continue that, we got to see. We're not holding that 362.50 right now. So it's coming down. We're going to form lower lows again. Does this make sense? Or is it confusing? I know, because it's confusing the hell out of me. We have a low today of 362.28. We're about to form another low of day. See the 360.28. I don't like, we're at the end of the day. 5 minutes is going to eat this up very quickly. We already know we're in a downward motion. Let's look at the 10, okay? You see we're already in a downward motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to about a 3 minute. And the reason it just gives us more on the rest of the screen and a little closer, but because we know we're already in a down motion. If you're not sure, you can go back. If you have two set up on your thing, because this is not, I should have two charts on here, and I should have the 3 minute and a 5 minute. I'm going to leave it on the 3 minute for right now because I know we're going down. I know because I could build my trend lines at any time. And if you look at it here and go right there at one of those high points, and you bring it, we're still, even at a high point, we're still headed down. Can you see it? Can you see the direction we're going? Sometimes the direction gets a little more forward this way, downer. I got rid of the other one, didn't I? No, that's still there. I kept the lower one. But that's going down too. What did it do? It put us in, see the channel? The channel got wider, okay? Before we had more of a, what do you call that? A squeeze. I don't see the squeeze in there anymore. But I'm just showing you, that's how you can do it. I don't like all these lines in here myself. All right, I still know we're going down. And then you can look behind here. You see this blue in here? I can make this, it gets bigger as you do like 3 minute, 1 minute. If you put it 1 minute, it'll get smaller. Oh, it didn't. See, you can see how much volume. You can see where the volume really increased. It doubled each time when it went up or went down. Either way. Oh, some of you like the 5 minute. But here we go. New low of the day coming up. New low of the day. The question is, if we're forming a new low, do you think, I do think we are. But when it does, is that a good time to do a call? Depends. There's your low, 362.25, right there. Boom. But I don't think I'd still do a call. Usually, when a new low of day, you do a call. But after 3 o'clock, that doesn't necessarily apply. Let's see. Let's see. Got to be careful. This thing could drop from 362.23 to 361. Okay, and like what's his name called earlier? We called the, and I'm sure it's changed. Where is it? The lower VWAP. Remember, it was 362.81. Now, or 361.81. Look at it. It's dropped even lower. 360.97. You can see we're getting lower because before we were around 362. Then it became 362.21. At one point we were 361.81. You remember I called it out before? Look at the lower VWAP plot. And that shows you we're dropping. Earlier, we can't even see the upper VWAP plot. That's not even in distance. Let's see, go the other way. See if it comes in. Let's just see if it comes. There it is. You see the upper VWAP plot right there? All right. We're nowhere near it, so we don't need it. I want to make this a little wider so we can actually see the distance in the chart. But here's a new low. Oh wait, like I told you, we could drop to 361.90. We're dropping. Don't want to chase it, but still probably safe. I think we're going to end up less. I call 362 as a low tonight, and I think we're going to hit lower. I said that this morning when we were at 365, and Dex said, what do you think the low of the day? And I'm the first one put it on the board, and I said 362. And you know what? It's going to be about right. We'll see. Could go lower. It could go lower. It could go. J-Trades just called recently 362. I think he said 81. Let's see. Adrian, how you doing today? Scooney knows me. Scooney! I'm 6 for 6 today. I just want you to know that. I won 6 trades this morning. 6 for 6. Because I wasn't moderating. I was just concentrating. I always do better when I'm by myself, just minding my business. Boy, I should have got in. I called like three good ones. Really good ones. You guys are making money, I hope. I hope you're making money. Don't make me do this for nothing. You know? I'm already doing it for nothing. Is Deck on right now? Let's see. I don't know. He's got to be gone. Yeah, Deck's gone. AK on? Let's see. AK, where are you? Yep, he is. Good man. What's he looking at? He's got that finger up. FNGR. So Finger's doing good, huh? Yeah, that's on third on my watch list. It's up big 6%. Wow. 6%. I think I'll pass. Okay, 146 views on yesterday's. 24 people watching. Shout out to those of you on YouTube. Thank you. If you want and you're liking this, give me a heads up. Give me a thumbs up, I mean. Okay. Let's see. I just gave myself a thumbs up. Can I do that? Sure I can. I'm watching. Give me a thumbs up. There you go. Someone gave me one. Anyway, if you get a chance, do a free trial. Sunday night, join Tradecaster. Start a new email address you don't even use. Start Tradecaster. Set it up. Put your PayPal in. They won't take your money out until the 7th day. And on the 7th day, if you're not happy, then quit. If not, they'll charge you and you get a full another 30 days. And we'll teach you how to make money here. That's what we do. I was just talking about what you said before. I was laughing at you. But he's right. I always tell people, once I jump in, it goes the other way. So he's telling you, once I jump in, get out. Or go the opposite. I was agreeing with you. Now go back to bed. He heard his name. I'm not even going to tell you what people say about this guy. I have no clue. All right, here we go. Breaking support again. What did I tell you before? 361.97. There it is. I told you we would hit 361.97. 95 was a new low. So as we can see right now, we're dropping. What's the next step after that, folks? What is the next step? I'm going to take my lower. I'm going to take off that trend line. We all know it's. I'm going to leave that lower trend line. I like the lower trend line. But right now, let's edit this down. I'm going to take that dotted one, okay? Because the next step down would be 361.75. You'll see the dotted line now go below. That's where we're headed, okay? Right now, I'm going to take this out. I mean, it's right, it's good, but this here now, our support is down to, okay, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm talking like you could see me. I'm going to put that down to 362. So actually it's even lower. We're dropping. I removed it and I'm going to stay with my lower. Look at this, still dropping. And our resistance, let's say, is about let's bring it to about 362.50 right now. So I brought down my resistance. I brought down my support. There's the 75. We're about to cross over. This thing could go back down to 361.25. We'd have to look across in time. Let me see if I can check on my chart. Go about 15 minutes. Let me see something. I'm not even on the chart. It's no good. No good. I can't do it that way. I'm gonna stay on the minute and then bring it across the other way. 362. You'd have to look back a few days ago. Remember when we hit 358, 359, 360? You're going to see some of the support and resistance areas. Probably going to bring us back down to about 360. I said the 362 this morning. Looks like we're even going lower. I think 357 again next week. I agree. And I think right now we're looking at about 361.50. So we got green, red. Usually means green after. Let's see what happens. No, it could be red again. We have two lower. We got on the 1 minute, and you can see it here on the 5, the lower shadows, which should mean a little bit of a reversal, which it did. So went 79 back up to 90. But again, we have a lot of resistance, and it's getting lower and lower. And where am I at? 360. That puts us 37. 30, 26, edit. Okay, 25. 362.25 is going to be our resistance at this point. That's right above the 13. So if this should jump back up, we could see 362.15 at this point. But 326, if that's going to happen, it's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. Yeah, you said 380. You said 261.88, I think, or 81. One of the two. I think you said 81. So yeah, but I think it's going lower than that. I think we're both wrong, but we're both in the 360s. 361 2. I call 362 end of day. I call 361.88 when you called the 81. But with both, it's going down lower. It's going down. It's going down. Next step down, folks. Next step down. Unbelievable. We keep dropping. Keep dropping. And now I'm going to make this. This became my new support right there. 361.50. 64 low. It's just dropping. Look at this. Look at this go. And if you're in a put right now, 361 should be your put. And on Monday's contract, it's only 254. Let's see what happens right here. Unbelievable. Look at this thing. Look at it go. It's just dumping. Still dumping. Uh-oh. No, not now. $50. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Want to see new low. New low. Let's see it. 361.25. Come on. Killing me. Like these contracts. 361. Let's go. I want to see the 25. I don't like that. What's happening here, folks? 360.55 is going to be our bottom. Let's see. Lost some money on that one. I lost $70 on that one. Went the wrong way. See? Shoney, keep your mouth shut. I don't want to give it all away. It's going to come back down. Oh, look at that. I knew it. I told you it was going to come back down. I knew that was going to happen. Ugh, unbelievable. Just wait for one more rise. Unbelievable. Tell me that's not manipulated. Dropping. 261. 261. 261. 361. How could that be? That can't be right. 269. Okay. Wow, this is getting lower and lower. It's amazing. We were all wrong. 350, 580, right there. We're talking around. Oh, come on. And that's going to put us back at about, I'm going to say 50. 361.50 resistance. There we go. Back up a little bit. And our support, I'm going to put us back down to about 360. I want to see 361. I really do. So I brought it down a little bit. We have 361.10 for the second. Whew. That was intense. This one I gotta move. Alright, hold on. Okay, put us there. I'm gonna drop us down to a 2 minute. Since we're getting so close to the end of the day, you can keep a better eye on it that way. 361.05, dropping again, new lows. Look at this. Should have just held that put. Let's see if we can hold this. 361. I said 360. You bitch. Where we going? Where we going? Come on. Nobody knows. I want to see the drop. I want to see it crack. Here we go. Here we go. Want to see the crack. Come on. It's trying to hold it. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. Down. It's going to go fast. I can't take it. I can't take it. Wow, look at that turnaround. It held that 361. Look at that. There's the 50. Squeeze, new higher day. New higher day? You mean, oh, GBR. Who cares? We're not watching the stocks. We're watching, what do you call it? Don't switch out, folks. Don't switch out. They do that to throw you off, I'm telling you. We're watching options. We're watching options. You go to change it, you miss it. The last minutes of the day. Don't get thrown off. Look at that. Look at the call. So back to the 361. You know what? He called 361.81. I said 88. Look at this. Wow, that was some run, huh? That was some run. 46, 42. Are we going to continue? Just going to bring that up. I'm going to bring up that resistance now. There we go. I'm bringing it back to 361. $362. That brings us back to about 360. It's really about 362.85 on the resistance at this point. I'm going to put it up to 362. We got a better look. But there's our low. I'm going to leave it there. 360.94. I'm leaving the 361. And then you got 362. So there's your dollar right there. Look at what's happened. That was messy. 361.76 trying to hold. Watch it come all the way back down again. I got no coffee left. Nothing to drink. I don't want to get up. Unbelievable. Okay. What's it going to do? Look at that. 362. 362. Watch the big drop coming. Ready? Come on. Going to end our day in a plus. They're going to do this to us at the last minute. Now, you tell me this is not manipulation. 400,000 shares just now on 1 minute. You guys got 400,000, 470. The one before that was 380. That's 4. So that was over 1 million and another one, 170. 170, that's 170 is 240, 640, 640, 940, that's 1 million. 1,500,000 shares just got traded in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Where did all this traffic come from at the end of the day? Is that unbelievable or what? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable today. Deck never came back. Hunter Biden's laptop. That's what moved the news. I love it. Look at this thing go. Wow. What a call. Anybody get in on that? Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. That was not what I expected at the last minute. Really. A lot of people just got hurt. 363 on a call, 362 on a put, and I'm talking on Monday's contracts. And unfortunately, I threw some money back. I got hurt. And I am too afraid to go for a call, seriously. Because this could, you see how fast that thing came down before? That's how fast, and look how fast it went up. Look at it, it's still going. Still going. That was an unbelievable run. Here's your pullback. Here's your pullback. Let's see. I think it's still going to rush. Oh, you got higher shadows on the 1 minute. A little shadow on the 5 minute. Could pull back here. Could be a pullback. I wouldn't trust it. I mean, this is where you can get burnt really bad. I have a call, but December 30th. I don't know why. Why are you so far out there? I don't get it. I don't understand that. That's not what we're doing. Why are we going so far out to December 30th on a 400 call? What's going to change? What is going to change in the economy? The only thing that could possibly make this thing swing around is the midterms, depending on the election. And that's going to be around November 11th. Isn't that election day? November 11th? So depending on what happens there, okay, I just don't know. Is this thing going to run? How long are you going to stay? You're keeping it for a swing. Okay, but why did you pick next Fridays? Why not pick next Friday, October 14th? Why December? I don't get it. I don't understand that. Maybe maybe we got to talk. You got to explain to me the reasoning behind that. I don't understand it. I really don't. This is not happening. I can't catch a break. Here's your pullback. Here's a pullback. Let's see. See if we can pull back now. Dropping. Nice pullback. Look at this pullback. Wow. Not holding. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheels got to go round. Come on. Down, down. Wow, this thing is crazy. I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with this thing. I put the level of 362.50, our support. My God, that thing. I stopped. I couldn't keep up with it. Put it right around there, 362. 362 on a support, and going back up again. Look at this thing. Three. Okay, that's about where we're at, right there. Unbelievable. What a day. Unreal. When you think it's dropping, and then it goes like 12, 13 cents. Boom, right up. This is so dangerous. This is so dangerous. Another 2 under that pop. Great power hour. Good. Every hour says SPY will go lower to 320. So it's risky to hold the short. Everyone says SPY will go lower to 320. So it's risky to hold the short option. That makes absolutely no sense. If everyone says that the SPY will go lower to 320, then it's risky to hold a long position, not a short position. If the SPY is going to go down to 320, it's just the opposite of what you said. Why would it be risky to hold a short option? That's only if it continues to go up. It goes lower. I lose all the money because of high theta. That's right. Oh, I see. That's why you don't want next week's. Well, I told you, we're doing long and call shorts, long and call puts. So I'm not holding any option longer than a couple of minutes. I'm in and I'm out. I'm going to make my money or lose my money. But I'm going to make it in that day. I'm not going to hold. Look at this thing go. Look at the manipulation here. Look at this. Look at this manipulation. Somebody is playing with everybody's head, and he's making money both ways. He's taking all, he's cutting all those, what do you call it, out. Look at this thing go. Wow. How much money somebody just put out? 1 minute. That's 600,000 shares right there. You tell me that's not manipulated. Look at this thing. How do you make money on this? It's all gamble. It's all a gamble when you do this. What kind of point is somebody trying to prove doing this? You can't tell me that's not one person just going in and doing 1 million shares. That's 950,000. Here we go. 970, 980, 990, over 1 million. That was it. For that 1 minute was 1 million shares. And look at it. Just shows you 1 million shares can push a stock $1. That's what happened. Now the question is, will it come back down? Or will he push it higher? Will he push it higher? This guy could be sitting here with $20 million in his pocket or more and just playing. He's just having a good time. Throwing money back. I gave money back today. That was bad, but I'm still positive. I can't take it anymore. I knew better. I knew better. That's why I say 3 o'clock. I stopped, and I went for it. And I shouldn't have. Got me a couple of times. Yeah. I got in 269, 273. Got in 288. Got out 276. I lost 12 cents. Got in 260. Lost 10 cents. Got in 258. Gained 6 cents. You know what? It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. You make your money. You hold it. You go. You walk away. I should have gone to. I should have gone to my what do you call it? My physical therapy. I'd still be up $235. Okay. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 60. There it comes, back down. What goes up? Maybe it's Kush. Maybe. You never know. I doubt it. He wouldn't do that. He's not reckless like that. 6 minutes left on the bell. 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes left, folks. Should have stayed in. I know it's going to come back down. I know it. It's going to come back down, not up. Let's see. Could be wrong. I knew when it hit that high, that was the way. I did get in. I did another one, but I didn't stay in long enough. This is too scary. Okay, 5-minute warning right there. And then you got 15 minutes after to close out a position. So I just got out at what? 232, and I'm at 232. So I got out, made some. But what's going to do now? What's it going to do? There it is. There's your drop. It's going to drop. Son of a bitch. 48. Lost my profits for the day. Went the other way. Unfreaking real. Last 30 minutes and the Toronto Blue Jays are about to start their playoff. Great day. Have a good weekend. Thanks again. You're welcome. UConn. Can't do anymore. I messed up. Watch it drop at the last second. You ready? Last second. Ready? It's gonna come down like a flying torpedo. 56. Or you could go to 364. 1 minute. They're trying to hold it at that 360. Wow, 363. And it's still going up. Unbelievable. Bing, bing. I give up. Yeah, I told you at the last minute to come down. I knew I should have held that put. I know it. And Twitter just dropped like a bomb. Didn't work out. Okay. I tried. Well, folks, it's been fun. I want you all to have a great weekend and not worry about anything till Monday. I'm not. Okay? And with that, I'm going to say goodnight and have a blessed weekend. And I'll see you all on Monday. And to you on YouTube, thank you again and thank you for your support. Don't forget to give me, if you're not a member here, please go into the lobby and please sign up and let somebody make it 390. Come on, I'm so close. I'm so close to one more person make it 390, all right? Go subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, go to the lobby, subscribe to the Active Trader. There's the lobby. You can find the Active Trader in there and just subscribe and bring my numbers up, all right? just look for the for this. I'm going to put it up on the board and bring it up. Just go onto the top right. Mine says hosted. Yours will say subscribe or subscribed. Make sure if the D is there, you're fine. If it's not, let's bring it up there. I'm trying to get to 400. Come on, there's 42 people in here. Some of you are not members. Just go sign up. It won't cost you a dime. All right? Thank you again. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.